time was wasted in assembling a squad. This pitchfork army on a mission sent from God. No inch was safe from Reverend Paris's brigade. Their crusade, their crusade, their crusade. Call the magistrate and don't you wait another minute, cause this town is going to hell if we don't put away the sinning. And we got no time to let a jury have their turn. Let them burn, let them burn, let them burn. The damned were crammed into a carriage on the square. Their faces battered and their bodies all were bare. The Reverend led them to an isolated hill. Time to kill, time to kill, time to kill. One by one their necks were snapped beneath the cedar tree. The spirits vanished and the demons all were free. They dug a hole to hold the devilish remains. They were slain, they were slain, they were slain. The town was safe from all those wicked dissidents. They could continue with their life of innocence, dispensing justice from a higher power. They built a church atop the spirits and the bones. Their moans were heard as they were laying down the stones. But the witches got revenge beneath that steeple bell. They cast a spell, sent the Reverend to hell.
Hello!
Hello!
What's up? Okay, the mic is on.
Yeah. It was muted earlier.
Ever since that one time that we played for like an hour with my laptop not plugged in and the mic muted, I'm like super paranoid. It was great. So hi, welcome. None of those things are happening. The computer is plugged in and the mic is not muted, so hello. Welcome to Daylight Savings Time Hell. Good morning.
Is it though? Is it?
I mean, I got Starbucks, yes. Which I'm not like that big of a Starbucks fan, and this is actually pretty mediocre coffee, so I don't know why I'm hyping that, but here I am. Anyways, welcome to us doing stuff on Roll for Trouble. So this is our bi-weekly game of Tueriesal Southern Gothic E D&D 5th edition homebrew game. Welcome aboard, anybody who's new and just like bleary-eyed scrolling through Twitch. Hello.
Hello.
Welcome.
Welcome indeed.
Join us for a gentle and ridiculous morning stream. We'll see what happens. You know, the best laid intentions of DMs are frequently derailed and exploded by players. It's just the nature of the beast. It's fine.
The best laid plans of players and DMs often go awry.
Yep.
The best laid campaigns never survive first contact with the players.
Absolutely not. Yeah, that has absolutely been the case.
Second, or third.
Or
that's why we said
22nd, I think, is this episode. I think this is the 22nd one. It may not be. I can't count, so...
Counting is hard.
I can count, but it would require me to actually go into YouTube and individually count every single episode, and I just don't have that kind of time, so...
here we are.
Moving on.
Anyways, announcements. So this week we have DM chats with Susie, who's going to be going over the deck of silly things. So that should be fun. We're going to be a little bit ridiculous, I imagine, and I'm really excited because I've only heard about the deck of silly things.
It's amazing.
And so I'm really excited because it seems like it would fit pretty well with some of the ridiculous items I've given you guys in Tueriesal. So, like the marbles and the rope and the sock. God, the sock. I'm so happy you guys took that. Potion making sock. And then this coming Saturday, we have Tales from Tueriesal. We'll be back. We're in the Feywild. We just found a big tree. After we banished a temple that attacked us.
That was great.
Literally a temple attacked us, and our cleric said, not today. No, go to another dimension for a minute. And
not today, Satan. Not today.
You have angered the gazebo.
We did.
We basically did anger a construct
when
gazebo.
That was happening, Amanda was just like, oh no, it's a nerd with glasses. And I was just like, oh, Amanda, you remembered. Oh no. Because we were joking about what's a nerd, and it was a gazebo with glasses. And so the gazebo with glasses returned with a vengeance, except it was a stone snake temple. Yeah. So we'll see what kind of nonsense we get into this time in Tales from Tueriesal. So I'm excited about that. So yeah, we got 2 cool streams coming up. May or may not be doing an insight check next weekend. Who knows? Like I said, we'd love to make this a professional thing that we do, like, as a job, but we're not there right now, so our schedules are kind of up to the whims of fate and life.
So again, tell your friends about us. Tell your friends to tell their friends about us, and, let at least one of us do this
quit
as
our
a full-time
quit our
thing.
day jobs, yeah.
Yeah, follow, subscribe to the channel and, hang about. Follow us on social media, tell everybody about us. We're like Roll for Trouble on all social platforms, just to make it easy to find us and to tag us.
Or at least let us get better equipment.
Yep.
Hit me.
But, yeah, so, and if anybody's hanging out in the chat, just, like, watching, feel free to just pop in and say hi. This is going to be a pretty, weird, that's probably all of River of Tueriesal, let's be real. But,
it's really weird. Pause. Wait, that's the entire show.
That's it. That's the show.
That's the show.
But yeah, since it's daylight savings times, and I know everyone's kind of a little bit like, you've just lost an hour of your life kind of feeling, so it's gonna be a fun stream, I think.
Insert gif of Princess Bride. You've just had an hour of your life stolen away. How do you feel?
Yeah, essentially, that's all I can think about on days like today. Like, that gif is forever daylight savings time for me. I just can't. I bet even if I watched the movie again, that's all I would be able to think about during that scene, which is ridiculous. And I love it. So yeah, that's it for announcements. So yeah, we've got Wednesday. Oh wait, we're moving times. So Wednesday at 7 p.m.
Yes.
Eastern Standard Time. We're going to move to 7 p.m. because Critical Role does stuff at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And, we know, but, like, you guys don't want to watch Critical Role. It's cool, I get it. Like, they're doing how to draw stuff. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that is fairly exciting for people who have 0 artistic abilities. Me.
So we're going to try scooting our time up to 7 p.m., because then that frees us up to watch them. That frees you all up to watch both of us. So, we're going to give that a go and see how it works. So this week will be our first time going at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Wednesday with a deck of silly things with Susie. So that should be fun. And then 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for Tales from Tueriesal on Saturday the
16th.
16th, yes, because today is the 10th. Math.
I only know that day because I also have to work that day.
Then are we starting at 1 p.m.?
To be discussed after stream.
I mean, yeah, I don't know.
Keep an eye on our social media to find out later.
So,
Prior
our
obligations.
next week our times are going to be a little bit weird. So, we'll post about it once we have it for sure figured out. But 7 p.m. Wednesday is what we're going to aim for. We'll see what happens with real life. So, again, if you want us to do this as our full-time job, subscribe. All right, infomercial over. So, let's do a quick rehab. Oh, hi, Susie.
Yeah, but hit me.
So we'll do a quick recap of last episode. So in our last episode, everyone sort of took a relaxing moment in a spa because they were all disgusting. from wandering around with a bunch of fungus and slimy, gross, icky things, and literally being inside them for some points. Ophelia helped to tame Badger's hair. So that was a task in and of itself.
In her one shining moment of that day.
And the group finally got some pretty well-deserved rest at last. Fox told everyone that Uzzig has managed to fix the ship and is on the way, so he should be there in a day, 2 days, somewhere around there. He'll be there sometime in the near future. So the group then decided they wanted to get more equipment so that they could survive the journey ahead better. But discovering and realizing, hey, money's not really a thing in this world, they went to the Curious Forge. To bargain with the owner there, a lovely buff elf named Hans that Badger was instantly smitten with. So Hans asked them to go and find some food for the upcoming finale of the festival, and told them about a strange boar in the woods that, nobody's really been able to track very well. It kind of seems like a ghost. So the group wandered into the woods and discovered indeed it was a boar that could displace reality and phase in and out. They punched it to death and blasted it to death.
Hooray for Blink Boar.
So they had a good time fighting that. What are you doing? Yeah, I know. I see her. Your face was just so concerned.
She's tracking and watching something.
She's looking at your socks.
Socks,
So
baby.
they managed to kill the boar and return it to Hans at the forge. They've collected their items from the forge, and Hans and her assistant Ema have set to work on butchering and getting the meat cooked. The last few days of the festival are all about celebrating, eating, drinking, making merry, having fun, all that good stuff. And with that, we will pick up as you all are heading out of the Curious Forge into the town that's preparing for the final days of the Great Hunt Festival.
Oh, it's called the Great Hunt.
Wild Hunt? Great Hunt?
Yeah.
Whatever. What was it? Badger planted a strawberry bush and
Yep, upon Fox's saying, I think maybe Hans sort of likes strawberries, maybe. Badger took it upon herself to find a strawberry bush and then be a badger to plant it. And then she blessed the ground around it, so it was going to be the most.
I haven't done that yet.
Oh, you were in the process of doing
That takes 8 hours.
Oh. Alright, so Badger hopes to manage to bless the ground of the strawberry plant so it will grow up to be a big, strong strawberry bush.
and Ezekiel hinted towards the forge elf that maybe, just maybe, she should offer to buy Badger a drink.
Mm-hmm. Yep, Zeke is playing wingman, and offering some not very subtle hints and direct saying, hey, I think my friend really likes you. That'd be cool if you like her too and want to do something.
Ophelia, meanwhile, going to watch this shit show go down.
Zeke, on the other hand, has done his duty and is on his way back to go sleep.
Alright, so you're heading back to go sleep. What are you two?
I'm more curious as to where Badger has wandered off to, because I think we were in the middle of our transaction and she was outside doing things.
Yeah, I was
Essentially.
I was planting the bush as a badger.
Yep.
Because they didn't allow me to walk through
As a badger.
You
Made her turn her back into a dwarf, so then she had to go outside and wait for a little while. Because didn't you have to have a rest or recover in the wild shape?
No, I think I had one left, and that was literally my last one for the short rest.
And after stream, we were doing the world's most complicated store transaction. And then we were,
Yeah.
We did finally come up with a final shopping list.
Yeah, hashtag get your popcorn, that's right. Awkward flirting inbound.
So for the sake of the those of you watching at home, Ezekiel ended up with a pair of bracers of defense, so boost up that AC. What did everybody else end up
Badger
with?
got the old leather crab plate.
Yep.
Right. Badger got +1 enchanted
Yeah.
crab plate.
Which I'll say, story-wise, you don't actually have right now. She hasn't finished making it, but
That's fair enough.
essentially you have it. Yeah.
That old crab shell that I got from like
Session
3
1 or
2.
4. Yeah.
Finally made that into something.
Half
so
plate, I think.
half plate, breastplate
Thing.
with the enchantment from an item that was on the list of things we could get.
What did Ophelia? What did you get?
I got the Cloak of Protection. We got Fox a shield.
Right. A +1 shield.
Just a +1
This
shield.
+1 shield. And then as the party, we got Marlowe's sock and Lyndall's rope.
Basically, magic rope that is essentially the elven rope from Lord of the Rings, and a sock that, if we stew it once per day, will produce a potion of healing.
Sock stew potion of healing. So good.
It's repeatable.
It
I'm
tastes
okay with
like
that.
foot. I love it.
In time of need, I hurt. Oh,
In
foot!
time
I
of
feel
need-
better.
In time of need, the sock will come to you. But only if you stew it
When I
first.
find myself in times of trouble, Lyndall's sock comes to me.
It's
Speaking
Marlowe's
words-
sock.
Sorry, Marlowe's sock comes to me. Speaking words of wisdom. Here, drink this.
It can't be worse than my foot here. Yeah, Marlowe's sock just puts your pain into perspective, and you're like, God, I could live in that sock. It's not so bad. This broken arm of mine, it's fine.
All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna take Marlowe's sock. We can only use it once a day, right? And I'm gonna take Marlowe's sock, and I'm gonna bid at least you farewell, and I'm gonna go back to the inn and go ahead and use Marlowe's sock to brew ourselves a potion.
Our first daily, yeah.
Or go ahead and make ourselves a potion.
All right.
Just keep a stockpile.
All right.
No. This is going to be a nightly ritual every night. Every night
That's
before we
what I
go to bed. Yes, we're going to make one
All
fucking
right.
potion.
Whoever's got first watch, you're in charge of boiling the sock.
Yeah, pretty much.
God.
It tastes like ass. It must be done. No, I'm sorry. If it tastes like ass, it's overdone. It has to taste like foot first.
It tastes like foot first and then ass, and you've overcooked it, and it's useless. Oh boy, I'm so glad that you guys chose that item. I was so excited. I'll double check where I got those. Those two came from the same book. I have a bunch of DM's Guild books of random magic items, and they were all from a variety of places. So I'll go through and I'll source where each of those came from, because those books had some pretty ridiculous things in them that I'm quite enjoying, and I'm really glad that the players have some of them. And then your marbles came from a book too that I think is different than the one from Marlowe and Lyndall. Oh, yay. Alright, so you two are heading back to the inn. Alright, Badger?
Once Badger finishes, like, digging the hole, she'll turn back into Badger and, like, actually plant the bush. Get it nice and fixed up, and then, kind of awkwardly look around, and then, probably go and head out, to go rest, and then during the night, when she's taking a short rest,
So it's like afternoon-ish time.
It's like afternoon.
yeah, she'll probably take a long rest, completely rejuvenate, and then come back and, do what she wants to do, which is to bless the land.
Okay. Alright. Okay. Alright, so you two head back to the inn. It's a little bit livelier. There definitely people are out and about and sort of starting to celebrate. As you guys make your way through town, you can see different food stands, game stands, all sorts of little festival carts are coming into town and starting to set up, and it smells amazing. Everything is sort of starting to be covered in the little magical lights are floating around town. They're changing colors. It's a really pretty time right now. Everything's still sort of under construction, but there's just a mood of lightness and happiness around the town.
What kind of food stalls are there?
So, you see the meat and mash,
Okay.
the shinies,
The shinies.
Annie's apples, things on sticks,
Things on sticks. Okay.
notch me own peg leg Diblor's pie cart,
Okay. You forgot.
and big rocks.
Okay. Alright, I want to go visit things on sticks first.
Okay.
I want to see what sort of things they have on sticks.
Okay.
Ezekiel is definitely curious to know what is in the Chinese cart.
Okay. All right. So you head over to the things on sticks.
I imagine the way this goes down is Ophelia's like, they have a cart called Things on Sticks, and you're like, well, they have a cart called Things on called the Shinies. All right, meet back here in 5 minutes, and we're gonna discuss these.
We got to
options.
investigate. Yeah, and you pass through the same stuff, Badger. So if there's any stalls that sound interesting to you, you're welcome to. Oh, and there's also Alvy's discount confessionals.
Wait, no, discount confessionals.
Yep, shout out to dndspeak.com for most of these.
Oh, I want to go to discount confessionals next. Okay.
So you're heading to Things on Sticks. You're heading to the Shinies. All right, Badger, did you want to swing by anywhere on your way in?
Probably. No. I think she has a one-track mind right now.
I would say, or Badger's just like, gotta get the bush. Anyways, okay. So you're heading to Things on Sticks. Okay. So you walk up, and you see what it looks like a couple. It's an orc and a half orc, both women.
Okay. Okay.
And just make a general perception check.
But hear me out. What if I didn't? It's not a nat 1. It is a nat 20, but I am not gonna roll that well for the rest of the game, guys.
But God, these Things on Sticks, I've never seen something so clearly in all my life.
It's a 21, by the way.
Oh,
I'm fucked for the rest of the game.
Oh, right. Okay. So, as you approach, like, you get a little bit closer and you realize whatever you were smelling that smelled delicious was definitely not from this cart. It kind of is sort of this grayish, unidentifiable meat on a stick. It's sort of dripping in a gravy-esque, or maybe it's fat. You're not really sure.
Only difference is how much flour you have.
Yeah, it's they're not that different. But yeah, it's the meat has a strange odor to it. It's a little bit like on the verge of rancid smell. It's not quite there, but it's like that meat in the fridge that you should cook today or throw away. I'm a vegetarian. I have no idea if that's a thing.
No, that's a
Yeah,
thing.
Ah!
It's that the other meat eaters in the room confirm. No, that's a thing.
But yeah, so yeah, you sort of get closer and you get a good whiff of it, and you're kind of like,
Can I casually play this off like I was just walking by, just to sort of see?
Just roll a general charisma check, just for shits and giggles.
Oh, sweet! Let's see how badly I roll on this one. Okay, that's a 12 for a 19.
Yeah, you seem to sort of play it off where you're like, oh yeah, I was just looking at all of this stuff. I wasn't looking at your cart specifically. You don't make eye contact with either of the people running the stall and are able to sort of just play it off as like, oh yeah, I was just going over to this other place. It's not you.
So what's the stall next to them that she ends up at?
Let's see.
Please tell me it's the discount confessionals, because that would be amazing.
You end up at Annie's Apples.
Alright, even better.
Okay. Alright, so you were going over to the Shinies. Okay.
Yeah.
So as you approach, there are several wooden barrels that are filled with sort of semi-precious, shiny things, and there's a sign that's written in a really, really shitty handwriting. You kind of have to really want to read it. That says, take one, give one. And you just see 4 or 5 ravens just kind of sitting by the barrels.
Okay. I'm trying to think. Do I have anything in my trinkets that I'd care about?
Do I have anything shiny that I don't care about in my trinkets?
Is there anything that grabs my eye? I guess
Yeah, make a perception check.
Yeah, okay. 19?
So you're kind of just looking through, and you see a couple of like sort of semi-precious gemstones that you think maybe could be worth something or maybe have some trade value at some point.
Mm-hmm.
They're really, everything is just chucked in a barrel, so it's kind of hard to really parse it out, but there's probably a set of maybe 2 or 3 stones that you're pretty sure are actually legitimate gemstones as opposed to what looks like pieces of glass and shiny buttons and, you know, just random shiny things.
I didn't hear buttons, I just heard butts.
Shiny butts.
Are you sure Amstel doesn't run this card?
I'm still hiding.
This would be Amstel's biggest test.
Yeah. Sure. Zeke will like fish out like the shiniest pieces of like a copper, a silver, and a gold.
Okay.
And swap them out for the gemstones.
Okay.
Provided that the crows do not seem to be up in arms about this exchange.
Yeah, they sort of watch you. So in what order are you doing this? Are you taking first, giving first?
Pulls out like the 3, like sets aside 3 but doesn't like put them into his stuff until he's got 3 and then drops them in and then takes.
Okay, so when you first touch the gems, you sort of hear a ah, ah! And there's a little bit, you see them getting a little bit agitated, but then once you put your offerings down, they sort of relax, and then one of them pops over and collects the pieces and puts it somewhere behind the cart that you can't see.
Okay.
And they sort of and seem very pleased with themselves.
He reaches in and puts another copper out just into one of the boxes.
2 of them sort of do a little hoppy happy dance.
I could do this all day.
This is the best thing I've ever found! But yeah, the ravens seem very happy to play this shiny game. Though every once in a while, 2 of them grab for a piece at the same time and sort of start a little tug of war.
Oh, birds.
Alright. Yes, they're regular-sized ravens, the chat asked. Yes, they're regular-sized ravens. Seem to be just normal birds.
Did they paint the sign with their beaks, though?
I don't know. You don't know. No,
We don't know.
You just don't know. Some mysteries are best left unsolved. Alright, and Badger, you make it back to Lorna's, and she sort of welcomes you back and offers you food and drink if you'd like it.
I'll take, if there's like any sort of like handheld food, I'll take that and take it up to my room with me and kind of eat it as I go.
Yeah. Alright, cool. Alright, so you ended up at Annie's Apples.
Brian just said, "Inside check!"
Inside check the ravens! Alright, so yeah, at Annie's Apples there's a little halfling woman, and she's still in the process of getting everything set up. You get the sense that it's not officially open yet, and there's apples of all sorts. She's got fresh ones, dried ones, apple jerky, apple cider, applesauce, candied apples.
Wait, apple jerky?
Mm-hmm.
I have some curious questions. Okay.
Yeah, she's got apple tarts, pork wrapped in apple skins, and all sorts of apple memorabilia.
Does she have? Does
Or
she have enamel
wrapped
pins?
in apple skin.
Does she have any what?
Enamel pins, because
Yes,
that's the
of course
latest
she
trend
does.
now.
Yeah, she's got enamel pins, of course.
I will actually offer to see if she needs any help.
Okay.
If she's all by herself.
Oh, yeah, if you could hang some of the signs up higher, it's a little high for me.
Sure, I will help her hang signs.
Alright, the little halfling is very appreciative. She gives you some apple food of your choice as a thank you.
What did she have again?
So, she has fresh apples, canned apples, dried apples, apple jerky, applesauce, candied apples, apple tarts, pork wrapped in apple skins, and apple memorabilia, as well as an apple core.
I will take, if she is willing to part with it, I want to try this apple jerky.
Okay.
And I also will take the, if she has any apple cider that she's willing to part with, I will take some of those as payment.
Bless you. Okay, yeah, she gives you, like a little, it's like a bundle, since plastic packaging isn't really a thing. So it's sort of a bundle of apple jerky and a bottle of cider. Thanks
Sweet.
so much. I should be set up completely tonight or maybe tomorrow, or I don't know when this starts.
Darling, I don't think anybody has any idea what's happening.
Oh, good. This is my first year here, and I don't know what I'm doing.
Bless it, you are so adorable and cute. I will come back later.
Thank you. And she scurries back to work.
Alright, I'm gonna go meet back with Zeke at our appointed meeting spot.
Alright, Zeke, was there any other shop you wanted to check out?
He's kind of curious about, what was it? Rocks?
Oh, yeah, big rocks.
Big rocks.
Okay.
Please tell me.
Everything seems to be pretty literal, so...
Alright.
Please tell me it's a Goron. Please, for the love of God. There is a Goron here from Legend of Zelda. You don't know how it got here, but it's here.
Alright, so you approach and there is a, you'd maybe say an orc, but they have some, they have weird patterns on their skin that you're not sure if they just glued rocks to their skin. And as soon as you sort of start approaching, he's like, yes, I have bread rock! And he holds up a large-ish rock towards you.
Bread rock, you say?
Yeah!
It...
Head smash eat.
Okay, head smash eat. Alright, I want to see this in action.
Best for both. Dual use.
Can I roll perception to see if I see this happening?
Sure.
5.
You are completely just like, what the fuck is apple jerky?
I'm standing off to a side somewhere away from the apple cart trying to figure out what apple jerky is. I'm staring into it, drinking my apple cider.
Yeah, you are just completely lost in the what is this?
I was thinking that it was more like she's standing in the designated meeting spot and
where's Zeke? Yup. But yeah, the second that you get anywhere close, he's just like, yeah, you should have it match eyes.
Got anything else?
I have bigger rock and not as big rock.
Wow, these seem like amazing products, but I'm a little short on funds at the moment. I will think about coming back.
Oh, okay. I have not so many big rocks. So many. Please to have. Please.
That you got it, buddy.
Okay, goodbye. And he doesn't put the rock down, but is obviously waving at you.
He doesn't put it down, but is obviously waving at you.
So, what'd you end up with?
Apple cider and apple jerky.
You got that from the meat on a stick stand?
God, no. I avoided them.
Oh.
I went to I managed to successfully avoid eye contact with them, and I went to the shop next to them, and there was Annie's apples.
Oh.
Apple jerky.
Sure.
You completely missed the table, you dumbass.
So, I will... Ophelia's gonna confess that she actually hasn't tried any of this yet. So
that's probably being confessed as it's already in.
Yeah, she's she probably watched you take a piece out and then took her own piece out, and then as she was trying to pick out the perfect piece, she's like, I have to confess, I haven't actually tried it yet. Okay, I guess we're doing this, and she'll eat it.
Roll a con save, no.
I'm assuming that it's basically just dried apple.
Yeah, it's essentially just dried apple. She's added some savory spices to it, so it almost has a meaty taste to it. It's pretty good.
Okay, I'm gonna go back and see her because I helped her put up a sign. She just gave me this for free, so I'm definitely gonna go back and help her out because she's fun.
Yeah, the shiny stand is run by birds.
Birds, you say?
Mm-hmm. It's a take a copper, leave a copper thing.
The cider that I have it's like regular apple cider. It's not like hard apple cider.
No, yeah, it's just like regular apple cider. As far as you can tell, there is no alcohol in it.
Sip. Try some.
Sip. Meh.
Do you think you could use this for a brew or anything?
I mean, we could probably add some yeast and let it sit for a couple weeks and make it hard.
No, that takes too long. Never mind.
I went instant.
I was hoping for now, not later. But whatever. Alright. Okay, show me the shiny stand, because after this I want to go see the discount confessionals, because I'm mostly curious what a discount confessional is.
Yeah. Zeke shows her where the shiny
So
sand
yeah,
is.
you see the same thing with just a couple of ravens hanging out, hopping around.
Detect magic.
There doesn't appear to be anything magical in any of these stones or the birds or the cart.
Can I try and pet one of the ravens?
Make an animal handling check.
But hear me out. What if I didn't, and I was just charming to them instead?
I mean, you could always ask them.
16.
Okay, so you sort of go to pet one, and it's sort of like, what is happening? And it just kind of freezes, and then as your hand sort of gently pets it, it's like, okay, maybe if I don't move, she won't know I'm here. But slowly it sort of relaxes and is less like petting a statue. It doesn't seem like it is used to human contact or hands at all.
This is absolutely fascinating. Okay, I'm gonna stop petting it.
It sort of immediately goes to start preening itself.
God, it touched me! It touched me! Ah!
And only about this point, Zeke is starting to wonder, how did they get a stall here?
It's fine. They probably have somebody else who pays for it. You know, ravens are smart creatures. And there's somebody probably out there. Let's be real here. This is probably not the weirdest thing we're going to see. So a shop with ravens collecting shiny things and or trading shiny things is not the weirdest thing we're going to see.
No, that part all I'm fine with. I'm just wondering how 4 ravens moved this cart here. That's all I'm wondering.
I'm going to ask the ravens. I don't actually have speak with animals because that's not this character.
Okay.
Ravens, I'm very curious if you can tell me. How did you get the store? Like, do you have somebody else that works?
Flap.
Well, that's very interesting and helpful. So, like, is it somebody, like, do you have, like, a standing thing on the city council, like, where you don't shit on them or something, and they give you a stall in exchange for free every year?
So one of the ravens hops into the back, and comes back out. Does a 19 hit you?
Yes, a 19 hits me.
Alright, and a random ugly rock, teeny tiny pebble, is flung from the back of the cart and hits your shoulder. You take 0.4 damage.
4 damage. Sweet. I will have... My ego is slightly bruised.
Gah!
No, I'm just very curious as to what the business is with ravens. Like, I find you're all very fascinating creatures, and I'm pretty sure we're probably all very boring to you.
And at that point, 2 of the ravens sort of cackle amongst themselves, and then after a moment, they fly to the front of the cart and sort of chew on some ropes, and then curtains fall down in front of where they were.
I've asked too many questions, apparently, and I should close the stall.
I see that.
I don't know if I should be proud of myself or sad that I managed to insult a bunch of ravens into closing their cart for the evening.
You can probably get it to open up if you actually offer them something shiny. Just saying. I'm gonna go look at the peg leg thing.
Oh, peg leg thing, let's go there!
Alright.
Zeke throws a copper like just at the base of the stall, kind of like depending on like I'm assuming the curtain, like it's a stall, and then they've got the curtain there, so he throws it like kind of underneath the floor of the stall.
Okay. Yeah. What's your passive perception?
14.
Okay, and yours is garbage, right?
Passive perception?
Is 11?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's garbage.
Okay.
Thank you for confirming I can't see for shit.
Sorry, it's 15 now.
Okay. So you see a little beak come out and grab the piece and slide it back into the curtain, behind the curtain.
Have a nice one.
Alright. Okay. So as you guys sort of head towards that, you actually notice most of the shops have started closing up. And Peglegs is in the process of closing up his shop as well.
Just want to get like a quick glance as to what peg
Yes.
leg is. Not me on peg legs.
Okay, make a
pie
quick
shop.
perception check.
Nope.
15.
Okay. So you're busy watching the ravens like grab this coin and like, what is happening? While you're paying attention to Peglegs, and you see there's a sign above it, which is Notch Me Own Pegleg de Bloor's Pie Cart. And you can see the curtains are down, but you can see somebody with indeed a peg leg moving around behind the curtain.
Okay, yeah, if his shop is obviously closing, I'm gonna
Yeah.
sort of try and steer. We're gonna make our way back towards the inn.
Yeah.
Agreed. No need
We've
to
done the
harass
resale
anyone.
stuff.
But yeah, so it seems like everybody is sort of closing out, and you notice that the floating lights have sort of dimmed to a sort of sunset-y color. Since the sky doesn't really change, it looks like they've sort of come up with their own way to tell time for the festival. But yeah, so
Notch behind peg legs, doubloons, and whatever pies. Definitely has a peg leg.
Okay, I mean, it seems like it would be false advertising otherwise.
I would have been hilarious if he didn't have a peg leg. It'd be like, why did you call it that if you don't have a peg leg?
I mean, maybe it's a family institution, but
It might be,
it's
yes.
the family name, the peg legs. That's the secret ingredient in every pie.
if we just take a few wood shavings off of Grampy's...
Grampy's old stump, it's fine. But yeah, so you guys head back and make it back to Lorna's. Which, yeah, it's fairly lively. There are more people here than usual. Everybody sort of seems to be excited about the festival. Fox is hanging out downstairs, just sort of talking with Lorna at the bar.
Does Fox notice us as we walk in?
God, like Fox can see for shit. No. Fox rolled a 3.
Alright, I'm going to... is there any, like, food laid out?
Yeah, there's stuff available.
Okay, I will grab a plate of food and, head on, and, like, chow down in the, dining area.
Okay.
Because I just don't want to take it up to my...
Zeke.
And probably does the same.
Okay.
You know, probably drinks with tries to drink a few patrons under the table and then retires for the evening.
Ophelia will sit back and watch that shit show. Because it's funny.
Oh, God. Alright, just make a con save. Just let's see how you do. Roll for the
Runaway
bar.
die!
I'll get that in a minute.
Roll for amusement. We are most amused.
Let me see here. 19.
Okay, yeah, it's not really even a competition for most of the patrons. You just completely wipe the floor with pretty much everybody, and don't even get that hungover from it. Top of the world, Zeke.
He wouldn't have necessarily started betting, but would have definitely tried to match any bets if
yeah.
people were doing that.
There were some bets. You notice a lot of random shiny things being bet, and you get the sense you're not the only one who has visited the shiny bucket earlier today.
Cool.
So yeah,
Ophelia will attempt to play hype man.
Okay.
And get more people to try and bet.
Okay. Just make a general charisma check.
Okay, that's not bad. 11?
Okay, you managed to get a few more people to throw in some shiny things
Yeah.
into the
Alright.
pot.
I'll assume we get some trinkets that we'll sort out later as a
Yeah,
result
you guys
of
get
just
kind of
like
trinkets. Mostly it's more useless things. There's a couple coins in there, but it's sort of there's some shiny buttons. There's a couple things that you're pretty sure are just pieces
I was
of
like,
glass.
buttons! Yes, Am still part of this game.
Oh, yeah, I know. Am still's missing their most beloved possible store ever. The shinies. Alright. But yeah, so you guys managed to, sort of turn a profit on your little betting adventure. Fox heads to bed fairly early, so he doesn't watch your entire
Oh man, he missed the entire
adventure.
shit. That's good.
But yeah, the night comes, and you all are able to get a nice full night's rest.
Yay!
do I need to roll again on the carousing table? I'd rather not, but I will.
I'll say no since you rolled so well on beating the house. I'll say that you were, because they rolled like a 4, so you
Okay.
annihilated them. So I will not make you roll on the carousing table, as fun as that is. But yeah, so morning comes.
You wake up the next morning in jail. Yeah, that makes
sounds
sense.
about right, yeah.
I've got 3 pieces of glass and a marble to bail him out. What you got? That'd be fun.
Since Badger went to bed earlier, she would have been up earlier,
Yep.
and has already gone over to the bush that they had planted, and she has settled in for her 8 hours to cast plant growth.
Okay.
And this is the 8-hour one where she enriches the land for a half-mile radius centered on the point,
Okay.
which is going to be the bush.
This one strawberry plant.
Did Badger go down and get breakfast?
She might have grabbed something on the way out, but it wasn't something that she stayed for.
Okay. Ophelia will wrap up breakfast. And more additional breakfast type items that will stay good throughout the day.
Okay.
Like apples or something.
Okay.
Or like grapes or some shit. I don't fucking know.
Some non-perishable food.
Non-perishable fruit. And possible and some like oats or something for Ton, because I don't know what the fuck he's gonna do the entire 8 hours. So
Poor Ton. Just keeps getting forgotten.
Just wanders around.
Just like, this is boring.
Eats all the strawberries
Yeah,
off of
starts
the bush.
eating the bush. Tom! Thankfully, Ton is not very tall, so maybe they can't get
The
to
top half
everything.
is still fine.
yeah, so after
Okay.
breakfast, Ophelia will go wander over towards the shop and be like, "Hi, I'm here to check on my dwarf friend. Excuse me, please. I'm sorry she's enriching a strawberry plant."
Alright, so I'll say you probably headed over there maybe about 2 or 3 a.m. because you went to bed fairly. Badger went to bed fairly early. So you guys probably just crossed paths, barely missing each other as you two were heading to bed after a night of drinking the house under the table.
I'm just imagining the rest of the town in the half-mile radius. It's like fucking weeds every day.
Everywhere! They won't stop! No! What has happened? So yeah, probably,
And it's like this for an entire year.
Wow. Okay.
we are cursed.
That's why enrich the land takes, or the speak with plant when you enrich it takes 8 hours.
Alright, so I'll say probably about 9, 10 a.m. you're finishing up. There's about...
You will have a small, sack of stuff, like various breakfast items that has been left beside you, and a little note from Ophelia that just says, "Don't starve, please."
And Ton trying desperately to get into the bag.
She tied it real well. Despite the fact that there is a tiny plate that was left out for Ton that he ate everything.
He already ate that. Now he wants more.
Pigs do not have an off switch.
Yeah, so Ton is trying desperately to get into the bag that has been left for you by Ophelia.
Badger's gives a little happy smile and kind of will open the bag, start eating, and looks around at their handiwork and is like, haha, yes, I have done a good thing. Yes. We'll eat, collect the plate, and call Ton to follow after her.
Alright, so Ton sort of wanders behind you. Still trying to snuffle out whatever food he can get.
Imagine every now and again she just drops a little crumb for him.
He's very excited by this. It is the best day of this pig's life.
Every day is the best day of this pig's life.
I mean, it's not, though. Like, the 48 hours that you forgot that Ton existed and it just lived in your bag was not the best day of that pig's life. We don't talk about the dark times.
Rip glowworm, we hardly know you.
That was not my fault.
Alright, Zeke, what are you up to?
Zeke is going to get the Tueriesal equivalent of an Irish breakfast.
Alright, yeah, it's easy enough to do. There's a lot of excitement in the tavern. Lorna's there, Fox is there.
It's a party.
Where do you go after you give food to Badger?
Come back to me on that, I forgot.
Alright, are you back at the bar when Zeke gets up?
Yeah, I will say that I went down, saw that Badger wasn't there, grabbed food for her, assumed she was taking care of the plant, went ahead and grabbed food for her, dropped it off, and then came back to the bar to eat.
Okay. So yeah, you see Ophelia, and Fox has probably joined you at this point, eating. breakfast. Lorna's sort of talking with everybody, running around. The bar's really busy, but she gives you an Irish breakfast.
Yay! Sausage and pudding
Nom,
and eggs.
nom, nom. Alright. I was like, yeah, well, Uzik says he might be here by tonight. Guess the winds are good. Which they always are, I told him that. But yeah, so he might be here tonight. So
How's Muriel doing?
good. She's good.
How's
yeah.
your sister?
I talked to her yesterday, so I don't want to make a pattern that I
Inside
can't
check
keep.
Inside check on Fox. Did he actually send a message to his sister yesterday? Okay, now we're rolling well. That's fine. That's a 16 on Fox.
Okay, absolutely.
Okay. That's right. Don't make patterns you can't hold up to. That's right. Good job, buddy.
Well, and I just didn't want to use all of my, spells first thing in the morning.
That's fair.
If I got extra in the evening, maybe I'll send her a message then. But, she's busy. She's building a new tavern in between. So that's cool and stuff. So yeah, festival, we're gonna, eat a lot, and, there are games, and, things to do that aren't sending messages to people. So this is me trying to change the subject.
It's better if you don't say that you're changing the subject.
This is why I don't do people.
It's fine. Anyways, now that we actually are going to change the subject...
Zeke shifts and pushes, his flagon of ale towards Fox.
Fox graciously takes it. Thank you. But yeah, what are you all up to?
Well, there's a discount confessionals booth, and I'm very curious to see what the hell they actually sell and or do.
Oh, yeah, Alvy.
Wait, you know him?
Every once in a while I've worked there and taken discount confessionals.
Tell me more. What does this do?
I mean, it's just people feel guilty about stuff, so then they tell you, and then you're like, oh man, go run 3 laps in a cornfield, and then you're forgiven, and then they do, and then they feel better.
That's it?
Yeah, that's what I do. I don't know what Alvy does. I've never confessed to him.
I thought it was like you're selling discount confessional booths or something.
I mean, why would you sell those?
It's called discount.
Yeah, because it's shitty clerics.
Oh, that's not as exciting as I thought.
Don't be so hard on yourself. You're not shitty, cleric. You're just an unarmored one.
Yeah.
Well, now that he has a shield that we gave him.
Oh, right. Here, this is for you.
Right, this thing that we got for you.
Oh. Thank you?
So now you have a shield.
We like you not dying.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, I think I prefer that too,
And yet, you go around without armor.
Yeah, well, I don't normally fight things.
Mm.
I normally stay on my boat. And I don't fight stuff on the boat. Most of the time. Sometimes spiders happen.
Sometimes spiders happen. Alright, that's going on Twitter.
It's true. But, yeah, so what are you all up to? Are you doing fun stuff?
Might as well.
Yay.
I'm quite honestly, I don't know exactly what else to do today. So, I don't know. Maybe I'll go wander around town.
Yeah.
Maybe
We're
I'll
stuck
go...
here for another day. Annalise doesn't seem to be in town, so... And we've already made a rough plan. I think we've made a rough plan about where we're supposed to be going after this, right? We did that? That was a thing that we did in the last session?
I think it was the mine was the closest place, wasn't it?
Yeah, I believe you guys were planning on heading to Swords Break.
Yeah.
Mines is the last place you had asked about. Yeah, well, when Uzzah gets here, you can ask him more about that. That's where he's from originally.
Yeah. But maybe we can give Uzzah and Muriel a little bit of a break, let them enjoy a day of the festival as well. But
yeah, it might be fun if you... So...
What's one more day?
Yeah, and if you got anything outstanding in town, you can go do that. Figure out whatever. If you want to, I don't know, try and talk to that dude about the guy that stole my knife or whatever, and
Yeah, I mean, you're the one who knows who that would be, so if we want to go down, we can definitely go see about trying to get...
And rough up some motherfuckers.
I mean, that was not my plan, but I have a shield now.
You have a shield now. Now you can actually get into fights and, like, kick people's ass and stuff.
I mean, I would rather not.
Oh, whatever.
Look, it's your knife. If you want us to go down and talk to the guy who stole it, maybe get a little something extra for our time, we can do that, but otherwise, yeah.
Yeah. Is there anything else you guys wanted to do? You know, you had the weird bag of shiny things. And then we had Badger's obsession with the blacksmith.
What Badger can do what Badger does.
That seems like a dangerous leash to let off. Is that how that phrase goes? I don't think that's how that phrase goes.
I don't think that's how that phrase goes, but I don't know enough about that phrase to argue, so I'll just go along with it. Well, I mean, is there anything outside of town we could do? Not really.
Not that I would recommend.
Okay. Because I honestly just don't know what else to do. I might just do people watching.
Let's see, about this time Badger is returning in.
And she sees her fellows and just kind of plops down and is finishing up the final breakfast and gives a nod to Ophelia. Thanks.
Nods back.
What are you guys doing?
Figuring out what we're gonna do with the rest of our day before the ship comes in.
May go beat up some fuckers who stole
Fox's knife.
Fox's knife, yeah.
We don't need to beat them up.
Oh, it'll be fun!
No.
Violence is fun sometimes.
No.
Violence is fun sometimes, says the slightly squishy warlock. Why do you keep changing my max HP when I clearly?
I mean,
tell
I could
you
just summon
to
some rats to just swarm them. They might not get hurt, but it might be a little bit discomforting.
Why are you all like this? Minus you. Why are you two like this?
I love how Zeke has that moment of protest and then just like, oh, okay.
Alright, wait, I'm not being included in this, yes.
Yes, why are you two like this? I shall judge all of you.
I mean, he stole your shit.
I mean, that happens.
Yes, but it's also at the same time, it's not right. So we don't necessarily have to beat him up, but we can send him on a good, really nice guilt trip. He can pack his bags; it'll be fine.
Yeah, you know what?
Pack his emotional.
It was my prize, and it was Fox's knife.
Ah.
We'll go take care of this.
Yeah.
Fine.
Yeah, you know, you got that weird marble bag. We could follow marbles. That's a bad suggestion too. God.
Look, let's just go talk about them, see if we can get something of equivalent value to your knife, because they shouldn't have stolen that in the first place. And then we can just go enjoy the rest of the festival. It'll be fine.
Okay. Alright, fine. Fine.
You sound so thrilled.
I super am. I don't like confrontation.
I mean, that's fair. What are you, like a life cleric or something?
I'm like a pirate.
Well, you're a really shitty pirate. You don't like
I'm a
confrontation.
great pirate. I don't interact with people.
No, then you're not a pirate. You're like more of a merchant. You
No,
can't-
I
he's
don't
more of a
sell
hermit.
people.
Yeah, you're right. Actually, he is more of a hermit. You're a really shitty pirate if you don't like confrontation. Pirates go sailing on the ocean and like board other ships and interact with people.
Because
There's
they
the
take
sound
their
of a
shit.
chair
Who's the pirate
slowly
here?
getting pushed
Not
out
you.
from the table. Zeke stands up, opens his flask, takes a swig, hands it to Fox, grabs him by the scruff, and starts dragging him out of it.
Bye, shitty pirate. Have a great time. Love you.
If you want tips on being a hermit, let me know.
I don't need tips. You all didn't let me leave.
Door slams in his face. The other patrons are like, what?
So yeah, Zeke has sort of dragged Fox out of the bar and left you two and Ton hanging out.
So anyways, there's a guy in town who's selling discount confessionals. It's not actually selling confessionals. which I thought it was, which was dumb, because apparently they're just doing confessionals, which is equally stupid, but whatever. I'm not the religious one. Also, there's a girl in town who has pies, and if there is some apple jerky, and I will pull the apple jerky out of my bag. Would you like to try one?
And there's things on sticks.
There's things on sticks. I would not recommend those in any way, shape, or form.
Badger is pleased with apple jerky.
Right? I'm gonna go help. I think I might go hang out with her today and help her out. Be as charming as fuck and get people to buy her shit. And maybe she'll pay me an apple jerky. Because, we don't actually have any money. Did you leave the bag of shiny things that we behind, or did you take it with you?
Your rewards for your winning your drinking contest.
So if Ophelia had mentioned at any point that she was being a hype man for it, Zeke probably would have just split the shinies with her.
I don't know if Ophelia actually would have mentioned it, but you probably would have noticed Ophelia doing it. Retroactive perception check.
Roll.
Nope. That is a nat 1.
Notice nothing but shinies.
Ophelia is moderately pleased with herself.
Oh.
He's not that drunk, and he still hasn't noticed me. I am the best sneaky person ever. I'm not even trying today.
Roll a stealth, just cause it would be funny and amazing if you got a nat 1 as well. No.
Yes! Yes, I did!
So you're not sneaky, but you don't notice.
Actually, what's your bonus on your dexterity?
On my dex, it's +1.
Yeah, mine is +2, and I'm actually trained in perception, so I
Okay,
guess
so
Zeke would have noticed.
You do notice her as Ophelia is hiding behind a beam that is this big. And Ophelia's like, yes, I am so hidden.
I am so sneaky,
Well,
I am the best.
I'm half expecting since she was trying to be the hype person, that she's affecting some awful voice, but it's just really obvious because I don't know, give me your deepest oh, take that, bitch.
Yes, be an orc, Susie.
Be an orc in Ophelia's voice. Okay, hold on. I don't know if I can do this right now. I'm too much.
Under pressure. Dun, 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 dun.
Well, that's why she rolled a 1.
Yeah, so you're like, how can I do this?
Shit. I'll take that, bitch. It's just okay, alright.
Okay, Ophelia.
Alright.
So, and that being the case, yeah, Zeke would have just been thanks for your help tonight. Here's half of the random pile of shinies.
Oh, sweet, a random pile of shiny shit. I'm so excited. Okay, now that we've established that.
Now that we have retroactively distributed the shinies.
Oh, by the way, there's also a cart with some ravens that are doing give a shiny, take a shiny kind of thing. And I'm very curious, and I need your help. You have to speak with animals, right?
The druid says, let me think about that.
I haven't actually prepared my spells today, so...
Give me
about 30 minutes.
Anyways, I need you to speak with animals. I need you to prepare speak with animals because there's some ravens I have some questions for, and I need your help.
Alright.
Alright. So while you two are getting spells prepared.
Help me figure this out. I will give them all of the shiny things.
Must solve the mystery of the raven.
I must solve this. This is the shittiest detective agency ever. The shittiest detective agency I'm not actually opening.
The D team.
Yup.
Not even that, it's more like the Z team.
You know.
You have to go through 26 other teams first before you get, or 25 other teams first before you get to me.
Before you're desperate enough.
And you're like, Ophelia, I need your help. And she's like, my time has come. Everyone else has died, and I'm the only one left. Let's do this.
Oh, alright. So Fox and Zeke take off to find the guy who stole Fox's knife and gave it to Zeke as a prize for winning the drinking contest and the fighting contest. Alright, so you guys find him pretty easily. He's at his bar, sort of setting up for the day of the festival. He's like, hey, welcome back!
Hey. Zeke is first going to just try diplomacy with this one.
Diplomacy!
Okay, that's not that terrible.
Okay, that doesn't suck. Okay.
That does suck.
Right, I'm not actually trained in persuasion.
Never stopped any D&D player.
19.
You almost got me.
I
You
know.
almost got me.
I know. Okay, so 19. So what are you saying? to him?
Essentially, it's like this prize was stolen from my friend here. Can we let's just ignore the fact that it was stolen and just say that it got back to its rightful owner. I'm owed a prize.
I'm sorry to hear that. Madam Ortho gave me that, so I didn't touch anything. I didn't take anything of yours, Fox. I like you, dude.
The mystery demons.
Who is Madam Ortho? I mean, I can try and find another thing. I don't really have a lot of prizes left. I've given most of them out to some of the carnival games. Let me see what I have.
Let me see what I have, he says, digging in his pockets.
I've got this necklace of teeth still. Which no one seems to want. I don't know why.
It's not like it's creepy or anything.
I have this, I could give you a ticket to play at one of the festival games. I have a book that laughs at you.
Oh! Oh my god, yes! You should get that and give it to Ophelia because it's funny.
You should have come with.
I know, right? Because she would, like, open it up forgetting that it's the book that laughs. But the fact that she labeled it, the book that laughs, and she's like, why did I call it that? Oh, that's why.
I have my hat. That's about all I got. I mean, maybe if you guys want to go to Madam Ortho, you could see if she'd give me something, but that's really about all I got.
Fox, it was your knife. You pick something.
Fox is like, I would like none of these things to come near me, and that would be just a great reward. Because those all sound horrible. What about the ticket to a game?
What are the other carnival games that are happening?
You haven't seen the games yet.
Damn it! You guys haven't seen the games yet. Also, you're not there!
Alright.
What's your hat do?
It is stylish. It hides my bald spot.
I couldn't possibly do that to you.
Alright, so that's gonna go on Twitter.
What does your hat do? It's
Forget it.
stylish.
Zeke, like, grimaces and just grabs the necklace of teeth and just puts it in, like, a handkerchief, ties it up, and throws it in his bag. It's just like, I'm done with this.
Alright, I'm sorry about that.
No, we appreciate. It's like we didn't come here to try and. Like Zeke had definitely tried to take like the cordial path.
Yes.
First, he didn't roll in like. This was stolen, bitch.
Fight me!
Yeah.
I'm gonna take your hat. Alright. He's like, I'm sorry.
It's fine. You didn't do anything wrong. It just.
Enjoy
We wanted
the
it to be the right.
festival.
Thank you.
Sorry, Fox. Fox is like, it's fine. It's fine.
Everything's fine! He says as everything's on fire in his head.
And as you sort of walk out, Fox is like, you don't even need tickets to play the festival game. What the fuck?
Glad I didn't take the ticket.
What a con. Thanks. You can keep that necklace.
Yeah. I figure I can use it to bribe one of the other two nut jobs.
Fox just sort of snickers a little bit.
They've got this weird thing with teeth. I don't get it.
Yeah, I mean, fair enough. I don't either. But, you know, you do you. And I'm gonna do me. Far away.
Yeah, that's fair. Trust me. Once this is all done, I think we'll all be very happy to be very far away from each other.
Yeah. So, y'all are, this has been adventurous, and, yeah. Okay.
Yep. Enjoy the festival, Fox. See you this evening.
Bye. Fox sort of hightails it out.
Yeah.
Alright, so you two have finished figuring out Badger spells and are getting ready to set about whatever chaos you are about to unleash.
Chaos!
Alright, Zeke, where are you headed?
Zeke is at this point kind of curious to see what games are around and see if he can sweep anything else, because what the hell, why not?
Okay.
I've got 2 titles already. Let's see if we can add some more to it.
Alright.
Best ski baller in Tueriesal.
In Ambrose.
Oh, alright.
I'm the best ski baller in Ambrose. Oh shit, that means something.
Oh man, those words, I feel like they must mean something, but what? Okay, alright, and what are you two up to?
We're gonna go find that cart. Do you want to actually find this cart with me?
Apparently, Badger has nothing better to do and is like, yeah, sure, whatever.
Let's go do it. Alright.
So which of the carts? There are many.
We're gonna go find the cart of shiny things again.
Okay. Alright, so yep, they look like they are just sort of opening up as you get there. You see
The birds are opening up
You
the
see
cart.
the birds
Okay.
pulling the curtains and tying them back before sort of hopping onto the ledge and assuming the position of shopkeep.
Okay. Again, what I need you to do, help me out. Cast Speak with Animals and talk to them and find out how the hell they got this shop, because I am curious. I want
their
to know,
secrets, Badger.
I want to know the permitting process for this, because I am just curious and it's going to kill me if I don't know. And I literally may keel over and die. You have Revivify or some reviving spell, right?
I have Cure Wounds.
Right, so anyways, when I keel over and die from not knowing this, you'll know why.
Right.
Alright, so I will approach the shop.
Okay.
I will
Birds
follow.
seem to remember you.
Of course
Their
they remember me.
Eyes narrow slightly.
I will cast Speak with Animals.
Alright.
Peace, friends, I have brought a peace offering, and I will drop the entire bag of shiny things that I picked up.
There's sort of a moment as they're all like, and Badger, you just hear, what the fuck?
And Raven.
Yeah, fuck.
I feel the same way, Friends of the Wind. My friend here would like to know how it is you came about this shop.
I just hear the quiet squawk, 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 squawk.
And the birds sort of look at you, and then they look at the pile of shinies, and then they look at Ophelia, and then they look back to the pile of shinies, and 2 of them set about sort of sorting out, and you gather that there is a method to what seems to the random madness. But they're doing it all without speaking to one another at the moment, as they start sorting all the different shinies, and finally one of them sort of hops up and is like, we have friends
I'm
with big
assuming
rocks.
You said with rocks? Friends with rocks.
Dumb friends with big rocks. Carry lots of things.
Roll a perception check to spot the stall 5 stalls over that's called Big Rocks.
You look, what? What did they say?
They have dumb friends with big rocks.
I'm gonna look down. It's fine.
Just make a perception check.
But hear me out. What if I didn't? Okay, that's a 7.
I'll say, I mean, it's not that hard to
spot
Yeah.
the rock stall.
Yeah. And I mean, like, the guy is, anybody who walks remotely near his stall is, Big Rock! What? As soon as they approach anywhere near the stall.
So he helps them get the stall.
Damn near had a spit take.
Interesting.
So you just collect shinies.
Yeah. Give a shiny, take a shiny.
Ophelia's currently pondering if she actually wants to go approach him, or if if this answer suffices. I think she's happy with this answer.
Zeke is glad he's not there because he's just sitting there. Because I'm sitting here thinking, wait, so they were trying to be nice and answer you when they threw a rock at you. How'd you get it here? Rock.
Okay, that's not helpful for me. I don't speak bird.
They were doing their damnedest.
They were trying, man.
My
they
God.
tried.
They did try. Bless them.
I don't think I have a shiny.
That's fine. My pile of shinies will suffice. If you would like
you
to.
can take shinies. Gave a bunch of shinies and some shit.
Badger starts laughing.
I'm assuming they told the funny.
Yeah, one of the birds kind of picks up a slightly dull copper and just slams it against the counter a few times before chucking it off the side.
I don't think they like that.
Well, I don't care. It's not my pile It's not my pile anymore. It's their problem. Bye. I got my answers. Thank you so much, and I'll leave.
Badger will just, ask him what it's like to live in Ambrose, if there's anything weird going on.
Don't live here.
Oh, where are you guys from?
Out woods.
Oh, how's that?
Good. Yeah, quiet. Trade with Ortho. Get rocks. Bring here. Get shinies. Trade. Come back. Get rocks.
I see. That's really smart. I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright, well, you guys keep doing you.
Yeah.
If you... So can I make a... Could you do me a huge favor?
I mean, maybe.
There's a bush, particularly a red berry bush, that's over by, and she'll describe the shop.
Oh, yeah?
Don't touch it.
Why?
Just that one bush, that's all I'm asking. Don't touch it.
But why?
Because it's not for birds.
But who's it for?
It's a friend.
It's a friend. Who that?
Man, you getting interrogated by some birds about your love life. Damn,
It's a friend. Sorry.
Who that?
The tall elven woman.
Who that?
Her name is Hans. I don't.
And they sort of clutch them together. Not no.
Okay, well, you just avoid that bush. Be really helpful to me.
We'll think about.
Fine, fair enough.
2 hours later.
That bush has been completely
That bush
decimated.
is fucked.
Thank God I enriched the land. And Badger will be like, alright, later.
They go back to sorting the various shinies. There are a few more that they sort of slam on the ground and then toss.
She'll pull out Ton and have what remains of the spell. She'll talk to Ton for a little bit.
Yeah, he's pretty happy. He's full and, but still asking about what all smells really good around him and can he have that?
It probably is not for pigs, buddy.
Everything's for me.
That particular one I have questions about. I don't think I would eat it, ergo I'm not going to let you eat it.
But it smells good.
No, trust me on this one.
But no.
I'm gonna go find the apple seller lady
Okay.
person.
She's pretty close by, so she's easy to spot.
Is she by herself again today?
Mm-hmm.
Does she look overwhelmed?
She looks like she's doing okay. Like, there's a decent crowd around the stall. They seem to be fairly popular.
Okay.
She seems to be doing okay, though.
I will pop by and see if she needs any help.
Okay.
Darling, I'm just wandering around and I have nothing else to do right now, and I was just wondering if you want some assistance.
Oh, right now, I think I'm okay. I think I'm good. Thank you, though.
All right, I'll pop by later to see if you need any assistance.
Yeah. Maybe tonight, if there are apples left in those barrels, they're really heavy. So some help moving those would be really nice.
My +0 strength, yes, I'll do it. I will do it. I will take the ring to Mordor.
She don't know your strength.
That's fine.
Oh. Yeah, that would be really nice if you could help with stuff. Maybe traumatizing my cats.
Yes.
I'm sorry, baby. I didn't mean to scare you.
Yeah, I will definitely do that. Thank you. Good luck, darling.
Yeah, have fun.
And I'm gonna continue wondering. What else was around here again? So we've been to the shinies.
Yep.
Okay,
so there is the meat and mash. There's the sprig of muslin, the shinies,
the sprig of muslin.
Annie's apples,
Okay, it's in there.
things of sticks, Things on sticks.
Things on sticks. I was like, things up sticks. That's a new one.
That's a new one. Of sticks. Hold the phone.
It's just like a child's craft station made with like
It's still
popsicle
things
sticks.
on sticks. They just changed the name to fool people. There's Albie's Discount Confessions.
Nope.
Big Rocks.
Nope.
Notch Me on Peg Leg Dibbler's Pie Cart.
Let's go to the pie cart.
Okay.
I'm curious to see this pie cart.
Alright, Badger, what are you up to?
I should probably just follow
Ophelia.
follow Ophelia around while she's randomly talking to her pig.
Okay.
Probably getting a few looks. People just hear a random dwarf.
Alright, so yeah, you head over, and it's not as crowded as the apple cart.
Mhm.
There are a few people there. And there I was!
Oh no, we're staying here. This is fun. This is a proper pirate. What I imagine a proper pirate sounds like.
Running a pie cart.
Running a pie cart.
Somewhere Fox is offended.
He's a pirate.
Badum-tish.
I surrounded on all sides, but I wasn't gonna let them take me alive. They grabbed me leg and I chopped it off and leapt into the sea. And someone's like, we don't have a sea, it's all fresh water. That's irrelevant to my story.
I mean, crocodiles live in fresh water.
I like him.
Says
I like
Badger,
him.
who pops up in the bed.
I like him. Can we keep him?
And that's how I escaped and brought the secret recipe.
I really like him.
Crocodiles?
I really like this one.
So
No, from the lands of Rotwood, I bring a pie so delicious. I know it sounds like a horrible place, but they can cook. It's their only joy on that shithole.
Ophelia's trying to hold it in, man. Ophelia's trying to hold it in.
Badger's now
Roll a
just like,
Roll a
constitution.
con save.
Badger's like, alright, well, what's this pie taste like? Can I have one?
7. You are absolutely failing at holding it in. You are just like... If you were drinking cider, you would have spit taken.
I love this man. I want to keep him.
I've got free samples.
Alright.
It's right there. You can take it yourself. Jesus. Alright, so you take a sample of the pie. It's fairly good, actually. It's a kind of lukewarm. It's probably been sitting out as a sample for a little while, so it's kind of a little gamey. But the seasoning is good. The spices are good. It's not bad.
Can I detect what kind of meat it is?
I guess that would be like an intelligence.
Yeah. Make an animal handling. No.
Make an acrobatics
Make a
check.
nature check.
Make an acrobatics check to try and determine what kind of game is in this pie. What? You need to backflip.
Make
at
an
this place.
intelligence check, but use your strength modifier. What?
You heard me.
12.
Okay. You're not sure. You don't know that you have eaten this meat before. You're not 100% sure. Maybe it's a mix of meats.
But you said it tasted gamey, though, right?
It does. It tastes a little bit gamey.
So it's probably not poultry or fish is likely what you'd be able to
Yeah, it's
determine.
definitely not fish. You're positive on that front.
It is
But
a land animal.
it is a land animal of some sort, but you're not you couldn't identify it. The spices make it a little hard to identify as well.
Alright, how much you want for the pie?
What do you have?
She kind of looks in her bag and is like, shit, what do I have?
Ton shoves his head out and tries to move towards the pie.
No. It's just like pushing it, like moving. Finally, I just like hold the pig up and just like move
Ophelia will
back.
pick up the pig and put it and
It's-
hold Ton underneath her arm like.
Speak with animals is still active.
Oh yeah. The pig is just like, I want it. 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 I want it.
At that point,
I want it.
Ophelia will then.
I want it.
Oh, I'm sorry. Can you still understand him?
Yes.
Do you
I
want me
want
to take him outside? Do
No, we are outside.
you want me to take him 5 steps away so you can't hear him?
Take me to Sticks. Sticks.
No, do not take him there.
Take him where?
Exactly.
We're gonna go down by the
Want
road.
drippy meat? Want the drippy meat?
You can't have it.
I want it.
You can't have it.
Need.
Um,
I'm hungry.
I will pull out a glass bottle. Apparently I have 2 of them. What about about this? Do you want a glass bottle?
He kind of takes it and bites it. It's like, it's good glass. All right. Here's the pie.
And I will take back my
Sorry, cat zoomies plus hardwood floors do not mix.
She basically did a lovely skid take into the blind / table /
Whatever
water
we have
dish
in
that we have in the kitchen, which was great fun.
I will break
She
off a
looks
piece
so offended
of
right
the
now.
pie and feed it to Tone while I eat the rest of it.
Oh, no, 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 no.
I wasn't gonna try and pet you, Kamala, but you know what? I was gonna try and pet the tiny cat, and she was the one who was doing the running. But you know what? Whatever. Bye.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's pretty good. It's pretty good. It's a decent pie.
Never mind. I can't make the pun.
It's, a pie-rate pie. That was so bad.
That was
bad.
That was bad.
The famed spices of Rochwood, yes. Very dangerous to acquire. A horrible place.
Well, just make sure you don't lose your other leg.
They'll never take it. Unless I cut it off again.
You've grown back a leg?
Well, I mean, the one didn't grow back. I thought it would, because, you die and you come back, and now it didn't work out like I thought it would, so, mistakes were made. But, I got the other leg still.
That's what I meant. Don't lose that one.
Aye.
So what games has he
games.
discovered?
All right. So as you wander over to, it's kind of closer to the center of town rather than near the bar. So you find sort of general ones. There's a milk bottle toss where you can throw rings onto bottles. There's a strongman test. There's a couple fortune tellers out and about. Some face painting. It looks like there's a hall of mirrors that's been set up. There's like a log flume ride somewhere. You see signs for it that sort of just point to the woods, but you don't actually see it. A little sketchy. But yeah, so there are a couple different ones.
The sketchy things, but she's not there.
She's not there yet.
What is the nature of the strongman competition?
So you go over, and there are lots of people who are hanging out and looking at it, and you see that it is basically there's a hammer and a stack of like stone slabs, and it looks like people slam the hammer onto the slabs and see how many they can crack.
Okay.
Is essentially what the game is.
I've seen this before.
Would Zeke so first question is, would it be possible to essentially use the hammer using Zeke's dex abilities, or
Not really.
Okay.
It's a heavy hammer. It's not something that really can be wielded with much finesse. It really just requires manhandling to sort of make it do what you want it to.
Sure.
It seems like this is something that legitimately is just a test of strength, as far as you can tell.
Zeke will step up, but we'll try and just do his bare fisty
punchies. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you step up, and they're kind of like, "You want to punch the rock?"
Well, look. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, I mean, sure, whatever. It's not the weirdest thing someone's asked to do to the rocks. Go for it, man.
Nope, gotta keep my mouth shut.
Yep. So he'll immediately burn a key point to just see if he can do the full flurry of blows, which results in four attacks. I don't know. How do you want me to do this? Just roll damage, roll attacks in case I get a crit?
Yeah, roll an attack. Roll attacks.
Okay.
Let's see.
That's a nat 20.
Nice. Okay.
So that's the first one. That's a 19. That one's not nearly as good. 8 plus 6 is 14.
Okay.
And finally, 26.
Okay, nice. So as you sort of slam your fist into the stones, you manage to break through probably about 4.5 of the layers of the 8 stones. So you get about halfway through the layers of stones, and a little crowd around is like, That was wild, but cool. Like, are your hands okay?
Golf clap.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay, that's weird, man. Here's a ticket. You can use these to get things at the shops and foods.
All right.
So, except for the ravens, they they aren't people, so we can't lull them.
Yeah, that's fair. I've already traded with them. It's fine.
Yeah, they're weirdos. Anyways, shit, I said that out loud. They're gonna poop on me later. All right, cool. Good job, man. That was a good run. Well done.
Yeah, just out of curiosity, like, how many stones were, like, average people, like, getting through with the hammer?
Most of the people seem to be getting to maybe to 1, 2 seem to be, like, the most that you saw just watching people, so you got pretty much double what most people seem to be able to get through. So yeah, they're fairly impressed by you. Kamala is too.
Yeah.
Hank.
Now that Badger has finished her pie, I'm going to give Ton back to her. And
Ton is eating the crumbs from your beards, from your sideburns.
Kamala, don't do it, ho.
So I kind of want to see what else is around. I guess wander towards the carnival games if that's a thing.
Yeah. Yep. So I'll say you guys wander over about in time to see Zeke punching some stone slabs and getting a fairly impressed, little round of applause. Oh no, the banana.
Shove her in the banana. It's fine. Just shove her face first into the banana. That's right. That's right. This is your punishment.
She's like, no. This is where you live now, in the banana.
So cool. What else is around?
Yeah, there's there's milk bottle toss, the strongman test that Zeke's at. There are a few different fortune tellers. There's some hair braiding, some face painting. You too see the signs for the log flume, but you don't quite see where it actually is. You just see signs that point into the woods for it.
I want to go on it, but I feel like it's going to kill me. But I want to go on it.
I mean, we're trained adventurers.
Fortune. I want to do my fortune first, and then I'm going to go on the log flume if you want to come. On the log flume, not the fortune. I'm going to. So you said there's a few fortune tellers?
There's a few different types of fortune telling.
What?
So
there's different types?
Yeah, so there's tarot cards,
Okay.
there's like palm reading.
Okay.
There is sort of it's called claromancy. It's when you like throw bones or dice and interpret how they land.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's sort of tea leaf reading.
I'm going to do the claromancy.
Okay. All right. So you head over to the tent. It's fairly quiet. This one doesn't seem to be quite as popular as some of the tea leaf reading one seems to be really popular right now.
Mm-hmm.
So you head over that way. And about you two. You guys going anywhere, playing any more games, following Ophelia?
Zeke will try the ring toss.
Okay.
Badger seeing Zeke walk over towards it. Let's see here. Hold on a second.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, really? I would like to try and very stealthily cast Enhance Ability Cat's Grace on...
Oh, okay. Roll me a sneaky check.
Sure, this is going to go really well.
We're so good at this.
3.
Okay.
Yeah, Zeke notices.
Yeah, Zeke notices as well as some of the carnival workers, and they're like, ma'am, that's cheating.
I was just...
Ma'am, we have people who can detect magic. Ma'am, please step away from the other gentlemen and, no.
I'll just put my pig on my head and walk away.
Okay, ma'am. Alright.
So how many rings do I get to toss?
You get... I scrolled too far. So there are 6 bottles in the classic pyramid shape.
Oh, sorry. It's not a ring toss, but the knock 'em downs.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Right,
you
that
get.
means it's dex based.
Yeah. All right.
How many throws do I get?
Alright, let's see. What do I want to do with this today? I'll say you get 3 balls.
Okay.
Go.
First throw. Not so good. That's a 9.
Okay, you go a
Yep.
little wide.
25.
Yep.
And last one. 15.
Okay, so the last 2 hit. You roll 2d4 for damage. Dangerous squishy balls.
5.
Okay, so you manage to knock over 3 of the bottles. You get sort of the first 3. The back 3 of the pyramid don't seem to be affected by you
Okay.
and your throws. All right.
Was that enough for a prize ticket or no?
See what they have. So the carnival workers seem to sort of talk amongst themselves before anyone's finally like, whatever, have one.
Yay!
You're like, half is good enough. Whatever.
Bless them for taking pity on us.
Alright, and Ophelia, you're heading to the sort of bone dice tossing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And I'll wander over.
Pig on head, shame in heart.
No, not really. Pig on head.
Alright. So you head into the tent. So there's this sort of really heavy smell of myrrh. It's kind of almost unpleasant. It's a little musty. As you step into the dimly lit tent, it's a very, very dark, sort of amber and purple colors that sort of blocks out all the sun, most of the sounds of the carnival. And inside you see an older tiefling sitting. Her eyes are sort of milky. Says, come to have your fortune read.
Yes, I have.
Well, good, because that means you came in the right tent and not looking for the bathroom. Welcome, have a seat.
Okey-doke. All right, this is how it's gonna be. All right.
So, we're doing this.
Okay, so we're doing this.
Alrighty. So she sort of scoops some bones into a cup and sort of starts shaking them. And then she passes them over to you. Like, is there any specific answers you are seeking?
I thought I had an answer prepared for this, and I don't. I guess what the future holds for our next adventure.
Alright.
Or on the next leg of our adventure, I should say.
Alright. Alright, and Susie, I'm going to ask you to roll a D100. So 2 D10s works.
I'm not gonna roll you. I'm gonna roll you, and I'm gonna roll you, because you guys rolled kind of well last game. Ooh, a 51.
Alrighty. Alright, so you shake everything and then you toss them out, and she sort of leans over you and looks at them. Interesting. You said you are looking for answers on what the next leg of your journey holds.
Yes, ma'am.
So you know your journey will not be over in this next spot.
I'm well aware of that, yes.
I mean, unless you die, and that happens sometimes, but whatever.
Sometimes it be like that.
Sometimes it'd be like that. Wait. Well, I see for you, over here, I can see a hammer. Make out that shape. That's something must be fixed. A wrong must be righted. Something must be set right. There is something amiss in wherever you are heading, and until you have fixed it, you will not be able to continue.
Okay.
And then over here, I see a wolf. It's a reminder of a pact. Something. Wolves don't travel alone. They travel in packs. See the way these cluster together builds a support. So
am I
you
going?
will not be able to fix whatever this is alone.
Well, thank God I have friends.
That's all these tell me. So I would advise you to be careful and keep your eyes open.
Well, I do appreciate you. Is there anything I can give you as payment or as thanks?
No. This is just fun for me.
Well, if it's fun, and I will pull out a couple strips of the apple bacon, the apple jerky, apple bacon.
Payment for people in apple jerky. It is really good.
I will leave her 2 strips of the apple jerky, not bacon. God damn it.
Apple bacon is also good.
Apple bacon is also good, but that's made of actual bacon, and this is made of apples.
Alright, she accepts it. I'm like, oh, thank you. Thank you.
Alright, and I will pop out, and who are the other fortune tellers?
So there's a tarot card one. There is somebody who reads palms, tea leaf.
Tarot card.
Okay. Alrighty. Alright, what's everybody else up to?
Zeke is going to look at the price stand.
Okay. So the price stand is fairly... You see some of the same items that you had originally seen from your drinking contest awards. Right. So there's not a lot that's super exciting.
Mm-hmm.
But there are a couple of... There's a goblet with missing some gems. You see the book that you're pretty sure is the one that laughs at people. You're not sure how it made it over here. So there are a couple of some interesting items, not a ton.
Mm-hmm.
Are you looking for anything particular in there? Or just something to exchange your tickets for?
Well, so if there's... I mean, if there's anything that looks obviously interesting, but he might just come back. Is there just like a generic stuffed animal? Among them?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll look at that, but he makes note of some of the things that are there, and then honestly goes to look for Ophelia, just as like, hey, use your magic vision.
Tell me if any of this stuff is actually worth anything.
Yeah.
Okay, Badger, what are you up to?
She's probably like watching all of the kind of fortune tellers and finally just wanders over and is like to the palm reader and is after like watching like a few people go and come, she kind of wanders over a little like like suspicious of this whole situation, but is curious at the same time.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Alright, so sort of as you get closer, you see the fortune teller. He's finishing up with somebody. It's a little halfling, kind of youngish looking dude. He's like, yeah, your love line is really strong, so I think you and your husband this life are gonna do good together. I think it's gonna be good. Yeah, good job. Yay.
You get out.
And the sort of the elf man he's talking to is like, oh, thank you, and runs off. Cat.
Badger will kind of take a moment and finally just like sit down. So how does this work?
Oh, it's very simple. I look over, a couple of your lines on your palm. It's, it's completely not harmless. It won't hurt at all, I promise. People get weird about that and think it will, and it doesn't, I promise. It just is. My hands are warm, too. I try to keep them warm, so it's not like, cold, and,
Okay.
This is my first time at the carnival. I'm really excited.
So I just show you my hand.
Yeah. And then I have to hold it and stuff, so.
That's fine.
Okay. I just, trying to tell people so they don't, get weird about it and, yank it back and, punch me, because that happened once.
That's unfortunate.
I know it was. I'm still missing a tooth from that. Anyways, hi, yes, your palm, yes, we're doing a thing. Yes, I can do this.
So she kind of awkwardly shoves her hand forward.
Okay. He kind of looks over it. Carolyn, roll me a d12.
7.
Okay. All right. So he kind of takes a minute, and he's looking over everything and sort of just kind of tracing over some of the different lines in your palm. Because I imagine there's probably a little bit of dirt and grime on your hands from being in the bushes for 8 hours earlier that day. So it takes him a minute to kind of clear off where he can actually, fully see skin.
Yeah.
And Tawn is just sort of like leaning over your head, also watching. How long does Speak with Animals last?
10 minutes.
Okay, so by this time it's starting to fade as you see Tawn like, is that food? Is he gonna give you food? Food?
No, it's not. He's not giving me food.
But why?
Not everything has to do with food, Tone.
But it does.
Shush.
Just puts her. And about that time, Speak with the Animal ends as you just hear,
It's just like pats his head.
So a lot of people, their hands are certain type. There's certain things. You have very, very earthy hands, and not just because they're like dirty, which is fine because I know that people work in the dirt and stuff, and they're like, that's not like a. So your hands' shape is really earthy, which is good because it means like a down to earth, like really, stable and cool-witted person who's just like really like I'm gonna get through stuff. So that's great. That's a great trait to have in a hand. I'm so sorry. I'm so bad at this. And okay. So there are a couple of lines. There's a heart line and a life line and a head line and a love line. Is there anything specific that you want to know about?
No. I'm just curious to tell what it would eventually, what you come up with.
Okay. So the heart line is like your like love and emotions and stuff, and so yours is like real big, thick and stuff. So you feel like all the things, and so that's good. That's a cool way to live. I'm sorry, Internet. The cat scared herself and knocked into the camera. That was amazing.
Do we need to take a break to fix
that?
that?
Online. Hold on.
God.
Oh, I'm so sorry. She got herself so good. She got herself so good.
Now we have to adjust it so the pointing is
I know. You've messed up the cameras, baby. Oh, baby. Why are you like this? Sorry, Internet. That was this one. So, yeah, you guys are gonna not be out anymore again. Anyway.
I think we just need to keep them off that table.
I know, right?
Which is impossible.
She's just like walking, minding her own business, and oh my god, a thing I stepped on moved!
How dare.
Panic and slam into everything, which makes me panic more. Oh. So yeah, your heart line is real good and like real, like whoa. And that means you feel a lot and that it's real strong and that when you like people, you like them and you like them like all the time. So that's great. And the headline is like your brain and like how you people. And that is a little thin and stuff, but that's okay.
Just put it out there. What do you mean?
And it's just you're not great with people.
I'm not, so it's fine.
And like it's you're maybe a little more analytical than like people.
Okay.
So that's fine. That's a great life to have. And your lifeline is really weird. Like not in a bad way. I don't mean that like bad. It's just like it goes and then it's like whatcha and then it's like not there, but then it comes back after like this weird chasm and that's weird. But then it like blends in with your heart line, so like your life and your emotions are like bleh together and stuff.
How'd that go again?
Bleh together and stuff. So like the things that you feel are like a really important part of your life, and you know, like it happened after the weird, like, bleh, where nothing happened and your lifeline broke. Cause like it right there. See.
Yep.
And that's the big stuff that I see.
Okay.
So you're a real steady, emotional person who's got a great life ahead or behind you, depending on where we are on your lifeline. But like something big happens in your life that like is like a before and an after, sort of like whatcha.
I'm on the after part of that.
Okay, well that's great, because then that one intersects with your emotion line, and so that's great, because that means you're, you know, woohoo, with your people you care about and stuff intersecting with your life. So, because it's like, before that big schism, your lifeline was just like all by its lonesome. And now it's not.
Alright, I'm leaving now.
Okay, bye, thank you! He sort of frantically waves after you very excitedly.
She doesn't really look back, but she goes to try and find Ophelia wherever Ophelia is.
Alright, I say you two probably were getting your fortunes right about the same time as you head out and you bump into Ophelia.
You look rather pleased. Did you get a bad fortune?
Not really a fortune.
Really not so much of a fortune as it is like a, I see these general things in your life, blah, whatever.
It was a little too specific and it was odd.
Yeah, sometimes it's like that. Anyways, I'm gonna go to the tarot card reader because it's funny. Wanna come with?
I will hang out behind you, yes.
Alright. I will hang out behind you and be awkward. Alright, cool. That's fine.
So you head into the tarot card one. This one is, it's a young half-orc woman. Who's sort of sitting there like, yep, what do you want to know?
Oh, we're gonna be direct and straight to the point then, are we? Alright then. Let's see. I want to know what our future holds in the next 30 days.
Okay, I like it. Direct. Okay, cool. Alright, shuffle the cards.
Shuffle.
Okay, give them back now.
Alright.
Okay. Okay, so you got... Alright, so that's the Magician. So, like, that card is usually... I went Valley Girl, but here we are. So, like, that card is, like... You know how when you get a really cool idea and you're like, that's a really cool idea, but you don't, like, do anything with it?
Mm-hmm.
So the Magician is, like, when you actually are like, hey, that was a cool idea and I'm going to do something with it.
Okay.
So, like, a Magician is, like, the first step on, like, actually doing stuff that makes a difference. So in the next 30 days, you're going to, like, actually take a step towards doing something with your life, I guess.
I love it. Continue, please.
Badger snickers from behind.
So that's like, I mean, the cards are usually kind of vague, but that's a pretty good indication that whatever you're about to do is probably going to involve, like, a journey, and, like, things are going to be weird, and, like, you're going to have to figure out new stuff. And yeah, so this is, like, a really good card, because it's, like, you're starting off on a journey, like, on purpose. Because, like, the Fool is kind of like, blah, 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 I'm just doing shit. But, like, the Magician is like, no, I'm doing stuff on purpose this time. So, like, that's your next 30 days. You're gonna, like, do shit on purpose with your life. So, good job, you.
So is it only, like, one card reading?
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, that's great. I'm real proud of you.
I'm real proud of me, too. Thank you so much.
Alright, bye.
Bye.
Did you want one short stuff?
Don't call me that.
Okay, tall stuff. Do you want one?
Walks away.
Alright, so, yeah, I'll say the three of you reconvene after you're hanging out at you were looking for Ophelia to try and see if she could detect magic on anything.
Yep.
Alright, Ophelia, so I'll say you guys find each other after you leave the tarot card reading taunt.
Hi, we got bullshit card reading. What did you do?
I won prizes. Come help me figure out which is the best one.
Okay. Go over to the prize booth.
Alright.
See if any of them are magic.
Okay. Oh wait, sorry, I did that wrong. It was the wrong person. Okay. All right, detect magic.
Okay. So, how far out is that radius?
30 feet.
Okay. So you, nothing on the prize booth pings.
Okay.
But sort of behind the prize booth, you notice that the signs pointing to the log flume themselves are a kind of illusion magic.
You actually see Ophelia like look at the prizes, and then look towards the forest wherever the signs are pointing for the log flume. Huh.
What?
And she'll gesture for you guys to step back from the booth.
Okay.
So, once we're safe enough away from the booth. Alright. Here's the deal. None of those are magic.
Yeah, fair enough.
But those signs for the log flume are illusions. Do I see anybody anybody passing by that actually like looks like they work for the town and or knows what the shit's going on?
Just a perception check.
Oh, okay, dirty 20.
So you see a couple of people who look like there's like an informational booth that you see.
Okay.
And you also catch sight of Hans actually heading over to the strong person test.
I'm gonna go for Hans first.
Okay.
Hold on, be right back. Meow.
Okay.
Um,
So Ophelia just like.
Yeah. Zeke
Hans,
is going
Hans.
to pick up the goblet and a stuffed animal.
Hans, I'm so sorry to bother you. And it's your day off. I have a question.
Okay.
Do you know anything about the log flume ride?
No.
Cool. Thanks, Hans. Information booth.
Okay. Bye.
I'm heading towards the and now I'm gonna head towards the information
So now
booth.
that she kind of Badger watched Ophelia walk over there, saw Hans, and is just like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
And Hans is picking up the hammer.
Alright, information booth.
And so now Badger's like completely checked out of the
Badger is
conversation.
gone. So Zeke probably sees this happening as he's picking up his stuffed animal. He's like, Badger, look.
No, Zeke probably wouldn't even go like Badger looks, just like, cool, bag. Ah.
I see what is
I see what
distraction.
is happening here.
Oh no, the hot elf has distracted us.
Alright, let me see how she does actually. Oh shit.
Yeah, does she beat Zeke's record?
I think she does.
He's okay with that. He's just like,
I think that she does because that was a nat 20.
yeah,
And she beefy.
yeah.
She's strong.
She's strong.
I mean, Zeke also got a nat 20, but
I know. But using the hammer gives different bonuses to it.
yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, she actually gets to roll real damage, not
Yeah.
I punched it damage.
okay, so yeah, she actually smashes through 7 of the 8.
Alright.
Others. So there's just this massive crunch as the stone slabs just shatter almost all the way down. And there's just a moment of silence, especially from the carnival workers, before just wild cheers break out around her. And she's just like, thanks, I do this every day. She doesn't seem to have noticed you all after Ophelia was just like, hey, do you know this? No. Okay, bye. So, yeah, she collects a couple of tickets and then just sort of trying to figure out where to go to next. A couple people keep coming up to her and like wanting to feel her muscles, and she's just like, please no, please stop. But yeah, alright.
Information booth.
Okay.
Hi, I was so curious about the log flume ride.
Yeah.
Like, what about it? Like, how does this work? Do you just like follow the signs of the forest or whatever?
Yeah.
I like, right, like, is it a scary ride? Because I don't like scary things.
I have no idea.
Have you never been on it?
No, the log flume is something that Madame Ortho set up, and we just don't fuck with her, so...
Why?
'Cause she's...
Persuasion check. I want more
Okay.
information out of
Try
it.
and see what you can get.
How am I not trained in persuasion? A I said nat fucking 20.
Nice, okay.
For a 23.
Cause she's old as shit and, like, knows everything and is creepy.
Is it just because she's creepy? Like, what do you mean by creepy? Define it.
She's just, like, she makes weird shit and is weird about it.
She makes weird shit and is weird about it. I love her already. Thank you so much. And I'll go back and join my group.
Okay. So yeah, you find Badger sort of slack-jawed, staring a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Is your mouth, like, actually open?
Probably a little bit. Because she did just watch a woman, like, smash through 7 slabs of stone.
Yeah, I wasn't paying attention to that.
Yeah, at some point, Zeke, having observed this, will, like, walk up and just kind of reach over and...
Damn, you took it!
go congratulate her on, like, setting the town record.
But don't be weird about it. Just be like, oh my god, hey, that was really cool, thanks.
Badger looks a little like, what? No, can't. What? No.
Okay, come on, I'll do it with you, let's go. And
Just
Ophelia
imagine
will grab
Ophelia
Badger.
grabs one arm, Zeke grabs the other. I don't know if that's what you guys are actually doing, but...
Ophelia's definitely gonna grab her, like, hook her arm and, like, not let her go. And be like, okay, come on, we're gonna do this together then.
What?
Yeah, come on,
What?
let's go.
What?
I'm gonna go up towards...
Zeke just like takes his foot and just, like, kind of shoves her butt to, like, get her moving.
Go on, get on.
Alright. So
Ophelia's definitely a wingman, this is great.
Yeah, alright. So
Zeke's already... and
Zeke did his thing.
Like, Zeke's done his job.
Yeah.
He's just gonna go, like, find popcorn and just watch the garbage fire happen.
This is great fun.
Oh, God, okay. Alright, well, we're gonna take a break before the garbage fire.
Damn it!
And make everyone wait for the awkwardness that is
boy.
about to happen.
Oh, boy.
So we'll be back probably in 10, 15-ish minutes. We're going to take a quick break. We've been playing about 2 hours, so we're going to take a quick break, refuel, get some food, get some giggles out, but never enough.
Never
and,
enough.
We'll be back in a little bit, so stay tuned.
Stay tuned to see how awful our flirting techniques are.
No time was wasted in assembling a squad. This pitchfork army on a mission sent from God. No witch was saved from Reverend Paris's brigade. Their crusade, their crusade, their crusade. Call the magistrate and don't you wait another minute, cause this town is going to hell if we don't put away the sinning. And we got no time to let a jury have their turn. Let 'em burn, let 'em burn, let 'em burn. The damned were crammed into a carriage on the square. Their faces battered and their bodies all were bare. The Reverend led them to an isolated hill. Time to kill, time to kill, time to kill. One by one their necks were snapped beneath the cedar tree. The spirits vanished and the demons all were free. They dug a hole to hold the devilish remains. They were slain, they were slain, they were slain. The town was safe from all those wicked dissidents. They could continue with their life of innocence, dispensing justice from a higher power. They built a church atop the spirits and the bones. Their moans were heard as they were laying down the stones. But the witches got revenge beneath that steeple bell. They cast a spell, sent the Reverend to hell. time was wasted in assembling a squad. This pitchfork army on a mission sent from God. No witch was saved from Reverend Paris's brigade. Their crusade, their crusade, their crusade. Call the magistrate and don't you wait another minute, 'cause this town is going to hell if we don't put away the sinning. And we got no time to let a jury have their turn. Let 'em burn, let 'em burn, let 'em burn. The damned were crammed into a carriage on the square. Their faces battered and their bodies all were bare. The Reverend led them to an isolated hill. Time to kill, time to kill, time to kill. One by one their necks were snapped beneath the cedar tree. The spirits vanished and the demons all were free. They dug a hole to hold the devilish remains. They were slain, they were slain, they were slain. The town was safe from all those wicked dissidents. They could continue with their life of innocence, dispensing justice from a higher power. They built a church atop the spirits and the bones. Their moans were heard as they were laying down the stones. But the witches got revenge beneath that steeple bell. They cast a spell, sent the Reverend to hell. No time was wasted in assembling a squad. This pitchfork army on a mission sent from God. No witch was saved from Reverend Paris's brigade. Their crusade, their crusade, their crusade. Call the magistrate and don't you wait another minute, 'cause this town is going to hell if we don't put away the sinning. And we got no time to let a jury have their turn. Let 'em burn, let 'em burn, let 'em burn. The damned were crammed into a carriage on the square. Their faces battered and their bodies all were bare. The Reverend led them to an isolated hill. Time to kill, time to kill, time to kill. One by one their necks were snapped beneath the cedar tree. The spirits vanished and the demons all were free. They dug a hole to hold the devilish remains. They were slain, they were slain, they were slain. The town was safe from all those wicked dissidents. They could continue with their life of innocence, dispensing justice from a higher power. built a church atop the spirits and the bones. Their moans were heard as they were laying down the stones. But the witches got revenge beneath that steeple bell. They cast a spell, sent the reverend to hell. No time was wasted in assembling a squad. This pitchfork army on a mission sent from God. No witch was safe from Reverend Paris's brigade. Their crusade, their crusade, their crusade. Call the magistrate and don't you wait another minute, 'cause this town is going to hell if we don't put away the sinning. And we got no time to let a jury have their turn. Let 'em burn, let 'em burn, let 'em burn. The damned were crammed into a carriage on the square. Their faces battered and their bodies all were bare. The Reverend led them to an isolated hill. Time to kill, time to kill, time to kill. One by one their necks were snapped beneath the cedar tree. The spirits vanished and the demons all were free. They dug a hole to hold the devilish remains. They were slain, they were slain, they were slain. The town was safe from all those wicked dissidents. They could continue with their life of innocence, dispensing justice from a higher power. They built a church atop the spirits and the bones. Their moans were heard as they were laying down the stones. But the witches got revenge beneath that steeple bell. They cast a spell, sent the reverend to hell. was wasted in assembling a squad. This pitchfork army on a mission sent from God. No witch was saved from Reverend Paris's brigade. Their crusade, their crusade, their crusade. Call the magistrate and don't you wait another minute, cause this town is going to hell if we don't put away the sinning. And we got no time to let a jury have their turn. Let 'em burn, let 'em burn, let 'em burn. The damned were crammed into a carriage on the square. Their faces battered and their bodies all were bare. The Reverend led them to an isolated hill. Time to kill, time to kill, time to kill. One by one their necks were snapped beneath the cedar tree. The spirits vanished and the demons all were free. They dug a hole to hold the devilish remains. They were slain, they were slain, they were slain. The town was safe from all those wicked dissidents. They could continue with their life of innocence, dispensing justice from a higher power. They built a church atop the spirits and the bones. Their moans were heard as they were laying down the stones. But the witches got revenge beneath that steeple bell. They cast a spell, sent the Reverend to hell.
Hello! We are back.
We are Tabax.
Ah. Thanks for being patient while we take a break. Breaks are important in D&D, yo. So, take care of yourself.
It's important for survivals of parties, both the players and the characters.
You didn't need that, right?
Yep, it are very important to actually make sure that you're taking time to let your players and yourself breathe and relax a little bit, because like D&D is fun and all, but it also takes a lot of brain.
Mm-hmm.
It takes a lot of brain to make the words go, especially on daylight savings time. So, hello, welcome. So, we're picking right back up where Ophelia is dragging Badger over towards the object of her affection after Zeke has given her Badger a gentle kick to the butt to get her moving.
Literally.
Literally kick to the butt. Alright, so Ophelia and Badger are approaching Hans.
Has the crowd sort of dissipated a little bit?
Yeah, she's not quite got as many. There are other people now doing the strongman tests that seem to be getting a little bit of attention.
Okay,
Badger has a concern. Ophelia approaches cackling. Oh boy.
No, I don't have anything good. Okay, never mind. All my stuff is offensive, not buff based.
Charm person!
No! That's rude! I am, as like the last of her sort of admirers are leaving, I will approach with Badger. and just be like, "Hi again, Hans. Thank you for your help earlier.
I feel like I didn't help at all.
That you helped a lot. It's fine. Anyways, Badger here just wanted to say how amazing you are and how she was very thoroughly impressed with how well you smashed all of those stones, because I think Zeke did it earlier and he didn't get as many as you did, and that's pretty impressive. So we think you're pretty amazing. Isn't that right, Badger?
Yeah.
Thank you. I mean, I swing hammers all day, so it's just sort of another day.
Yeah, but, swinging hammers against metal is one thing, but actually, like, breaking something solid that most people don't understand as, relatively impenetrable, like stone, it's very impressive. Can I roll for charm?
Yeah, I'd say at that point, roll to not offend.
roll a charisma check.
Okay.
Just general charisma check. You have fate dice.
No. I refuse.
Badger's like, what if I want to add fate dice?
Badger, if you would like to add fate dice to my roll, you are more than welcome to do so.
He's right over here.
Badger's good.
Okay, well, it's not
Badger's a little
terrible.
mortified right now and doesn't really know what to do.
It's not as great as I want. It's a 9.
It's not as great as I want. It's a 9.
It's above a 5, but it's not above a 10.
Yeah, you're kind of like, oh, yep. Do you all need anything?
No, we just wanted to tell you how awesome you are. And amazing. Because I don't feel like anybody tells you that enough as it is.
Right.
Anyways, have a great day. Bye.
Are you just like leaving with Badger with you, or are you leaving Badger behind?
If I tug at Badger to leave, will you go with me? Because if there's literally no resistance, Ophelia will just leave.
Zeke, I'm gonna roll a perception, I guess, to try and kind of eavesdrop on this train wreck. Okay,
Y'all, this is a hot mess.
17.
Yeah, you hear Ophelia and overhear the conversation happening.
Zeke walks over, looks at this train wreck as it's happening. What they're trying to say is, could Badger buy you a drink?
Yeah.
And then walks off.
Wingman monk to the rescue. Whoosh! Whoosh!
This sailor does not have time for this shit.
Well, I don't plan on drinking till dinner, but if you want to help me pick a prize, Badger?
Sure.
Okay, well that's over there.
Zeke makes a small loop
Ophelia
around, grabs Ophelia's
No,
elbow,
at
and
that
drags
point,
her away.
At that point, Badger's like, sure. She's gonna let go of Badger, and as Zeke is coming around, she would link arms with Zeke and be like, "Bye, have fun," and walk away.
Because Zeke realized, at about 10 feet, it's just like, wait, nope, there's still an element of chaos.
Hold on, wait a minute.
Absolute chaos. It is no way, shape, or form helping.
Oh boy. Chaos doing its best is still here, but let's okay.
Yep.
Alright, so you two have now left Badger alone.
We have deuced out.
Yeah, so Badger, you found yourself alone with Hans.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the prize thing is that way.
Right. Shuffles.
Do you still have the pig on your head?
Yes.
Yep.
Probably.
Alright. Okay, just checking about what's happening here.
Yep.
Snort, snort, snort. She smells nice.
Alright, so you head on over to the prize booth that Zeke was just at, and you sort of see the same things. There's just sort of it's a bunch of crap, basically. Well, they gave me 3 tickets, so do you want something?
I don't want to impose.
I mean, I asked you, so I guess it's not really imposing. Does your pig want something?
Food. He normally only likes food.
I don't think they sell that here.
Yeah. So no.
Alright, are you two just like hanging out nearby watching this, or have
so,
you guys
so,
left?
So at this point, like,
That's a great question.
After they got a few feet away, Zeke is like, takes stock of everything that he's got, and it's just like, I'm gonna head down to the docks. I'm sure you're gonna want to watch this, so I'll leave you to your own devices.
I almost kind of want to let Badger do her own thing, and I want to go investigate the log flume.
Okay.
You still going down to the docks?
I mean, I figured I'd go wait for Muriel and Uzzig when they got in, because they're supposed to be arriving soon, so...
Not till this evening, though.
I
What
mean,
time
it's...
What
It's
time?
probably 2 or 3-ish. You guys have been one, because you guys got a fairly late start in the day, so it's probably 2 or 3-ish.
So while you're being awkward, we're like, okay, do I want to go to the docks? Do you want to go to the log flume and die? That's Ophelia's first thought. Is
What a dilemma.
what a dilemma. Log flume and possible death, or docks and safety. Well, if you want to go to the docks, that's fine. I'm going to go ride the log flume and die. Hopefully. Fingers crossed. That's the best outcome I can anticipate if this thing's in the forest. I'm excited.
Okay.
Alright, bye, darling. See you back at the inn.
Bye.
And Ophelia will go towards the log flume, man.
Yeah.
Alright.
She's
Zeke is kind of...
mildly
Zeke doesn't
concerned.
have... Well, he's got like a little bit of concern, but at the same time, no amount of explanation has actually been provided to him, so he's assuming that you're being facetious. And so he's just gonna go down to the docks and... Yeah.
Alrighty.
I love how we've also not communicated this with anyone.
Not with Badger, for sure. Bless this group. Oh, bless
Don't
this
split the
mess.
party. What should we do? Split.
1, 2, 3.
Yep. Alright, Badger.
And Fox is somewhere.
And Fox is somewhere. You guys lost him. Alright. So Badger, you're at the booth with Hans. So, do you see anything you like?
Is there anything nature-y?
I mean, there's like some stuffed animals that vaguely resemble animals, but they're kind of grappily made. It's like a snake that's like a Stitch sock. Sort of levels of stuffed animals here. Yeah, we'll say they have some flowers there.
Dying. They're gonna be gone by like tomorrow.
Yeah, they have some flowers. They kind of look like they're not the best of the picked flowers. But that's about the naturiest thing amongst all of the crap. Carolyn's got her thinking fingers going.
The only thing that could make this worse is it's like, these are the flowers that were tied to the birth year of my sibling.
Oh God! These are the flowers I left at my siblings' graves. I remember.
Oh, Jesus.
No, we're not gonna do that to Badger.
She's like, well, we could maybe split the bouquets. I could show you how to weave them into your hair.
Sure.
I do that occasionally with my beard.
Sure. She just spends her tickets and gets a bunch of flowers. Like, okay, now what?
We should probably find a place to sit down.
Okay. So you guys find a little table.
And she'll, depending on how you want to do this, I want to use plant growth, but they're cut flowers, they're not alive.
Okay.
To kind of rejuvenate them. I don't know if you would allow that or not. Because basically
Yeah.
the spell, for one action, choose a point within range. All normal plants within a 100-foot radius centered on the point become thick and overgrown.
Yeah, I'll say that since they're sort of dying, you sort of expand the energy they still have basically all at once. So rather than wilting over a period of days, they're lovely right now, but they're probably going to be dead tomorrow. We'll go with that.
So she'll start. How is Han's hair? Like,
It's fairly short-ish.
Mhm.
It's probably about Susie's length.
okay. She'll kind of, like, do you mind if I play with your hair?
That's fine. I kind of figured you'd have to do that to, like, put flowers in my hair.
Fair enough. I just figured I'd ask again. And she'll, like, basically start doing, like, small braids.
Okay.
To, like, draw it around the back. And she'll weave the flowers into those.
Okay.
Yeah, she's not really super talkative because she doesn't know what to talk about.
Silently braiding hair. Alright.
Although after a while, probably after, because I imagine she can feel the awkwardness. She's like, I'm sorry about this. Awkward. I haven't, I haven't been around people in a while. Long time, actually.
Can she roll an insight check to, like, determine whether or not she gets it and maybe thinks this is cute? Or it's just like, why am I here? Right, because the guy that punches, clearly punched the boar to death, told me to.
Yeah, I can kind of tell that, but yeah, it's okay.
See if you've always been in Ambrose. I know that this place is weird.
As far as I know, yeah. What about you?
No, probably won't be here for long, actually.
And you're with Fox, he never is.
Yeah. Yeah, we're, trying to do some things to fix things.
That's a very vague answer.
Yeah, it is, I just don't know how much you'll believe if I tell you what we're actually doing.
That's alright. I don't really need to know, I suppose.
Yeah, your hair's beautiful, by the way.
Oh, thanks.
Reminds me of sunflowers.
If I'd known someone was going to be playing with it, I probably would have washed it today.
Don't worry about it. Doesn't bother me any.
Somewhere Susie and Zeke are both like, oh no.
Oh, Zeke's done his job like twice over at this point. He doesn't care.
Nope, out of my hands now.
He does not care anymore.
It is in the lap of the gods.
Oh. Well, thanks for getting the flowers in my hair.
You're welcome. Chose the blue ones. They complement your eyes.
Thanks. I can put a couple in your braid if you want.
Oh, sure, yeah. She pulls it around kind of like, because it's long enough, and she'll basically show her how.
So she takes a few minutes and puts some flowers in your hair.
My name isn't actually Badger. It's a nickname. My name is Eowyn, actually.
It's nice to meet you. My name is Hans. I just thought it was like a fox thing. That, you know, you spend too much time around him and then you just start associating yourself with an animal.
No, the nickname did come from the fact that I was kind of pig-headed as a kid.
I mean, you're literally pig-headed right now.
Oh, right.
Wait,
nice!
And she'll pick and put Tone down and be like, this is my pet pig, Tone.
I was hoping you knew it.
Yeah, I kind of forgot he was up there.
I'm not quite sure how you forget that, but sure.
I have thick hair.
You do, yeah. Mm-hmm. Well.
Say hi, Tone.
Tone is just sort of like...
Like, puts him on the table or wherever they are so that he can...
He sort of wanders around and sniffs her over and then goes and plops himself into your lap.
And I was like, yep, it's a pig.
That's the pig that is mine. This is the pig that I have claimed, yep. Won it in a contest here, in fact.
Yep.
Okay. Well, this has been fun, but I have to go start getting set up for the food.
Right. Do you want help?
No, it's all right. We've got lots of help. I just sort of have to direct people.
Sure.
I'll be sitting near my booth, or near my shop, rather, in the town square if you and your friends want to join me later.
Yeah. Do you like strawberries?
I haven't had any in years, but I think I do.
I don't know if you noticed yet, but there's a strawberry bush near your shop now.
I did see that and thought that was kind of weird, because that definitely wasn't there yesterday.
Should produce lots of strawberries.
Well, I guess I'll find out if I like them.
Well, if you don't, let me know. I'll remove it.
No, it's fine. I'm sure if I don't, somebody will.
Fair enough.
This is great. This is absolutely fantastic. Badger is mentally killing Fox in her head.
Yeah, we'll be sure to join you
Yeah,
this evening.
that would be nice.
I'd like that.
All right. Well, I will see you later.
Have a good evening, day,
Afternoon
time.
time. All right, and she will kiss your cheek and then head out.
There is a moment of like disassociation before intense blushing.
Wait, what? All right. And as you sort of come out of your daze, you see your party members nowhere to be found.
Badger will ruffle around to find. She's like, I've got one more glass, and she goes to find the pie. It's like, I want a pie. I need to stress eat now.
All right. So you head back to Notch Me Own Peg Leg de Blore's pie cart.
Yep.
All right.
Hands over her last glass bottle and
Eats a pie.
eats a pie.
Stress eating pie.
Yep.
All right. So you're heading to the docks and you're heading into the forest. Okay. Who wants to go first?
Mine should be short.
Okay, well, that's cool.
Zeke basically just heads down to the docks to kind of wait for Uzzig and Muriel to arrive, at which point he'll help them disembark and be like, we've got the world to save in a few later, but for tonight, let's enjoy a festival.
Let's party!
And otherwise just kind of, in the meantime, just enjoys, like, being around, like, what he's accustomed to, which is the sound of docks and moving and ships and all of that. So.
Okay. Yeah, so after a little while down there, Fox actually joins you in waiting for them. Alright, so you're heading into the woods. Okay.
Frick yeah, I'm heading into the woods all by myself.
Alright, so
It's
yeah,
fine.
the log flume signs are fairly easy to follow. They lead quite a bit a ways into the woods.
Mm-hmm.
Before you finally come across what looks like was maybe at one point in time like some sort of a timber shipping mechanism.
Mm-hmm.
There's a trough that has water coming through it that sort of spirals around a very, very, very old tower.
How sturdy does this tower look?
Make a perception check.
Let's see how well I can do this go around. Okay, that's not bad. That's a 11.
It looks okay.
It's not the greatest one I've
I
seen.
mean, yeah, it's not the greatest thing you've ever seen, but it doesn't look horrible. Looks okay to you.
Alright, cool. If it doesn't look like it's going to collapse in the next 5 minutes, that's fine. I don't care.
Okay.
Alright, so I will go, and I will seek out yon purveyor of this ride.
Okay, so as you sort of go up there actually isn't anybody who's at the entrance. There's just a sign that says boats come 5 minutes.
Sweet. Also, while I'm here, detect magic.
Okay, yeah, there's definitely like a transmutation-y magic,
Okay.
sort of behind what is keeping this moving and
Okay.
going.
Cool. I will sit and wait for a boat.
All
Or
right.
stand awkwardly and wait for a boat.
Yeah, so after a couple of minutes, there's basically a hollowed out log
Mm-hmm.
comes gently rocking your way.
Does it, like, stop, or does it, like, keep moving and I get in?
It stops. There's like a little paddle sort of within the water that stops it,
Mhm.
but you get the sense that it probably won't be here for too long.
Alright, I will get in.
Okay. Alright. So you hop in,
Yup!
and after just a few seconds, the log flume kind of rocks to life,
Mm-hmm.
and you start your way slowly out of the main docking area.
I'm very excited. I'm literally very excited.
Alright, and so the ride, you start out sort of just really boring, kind of lazy river-esque.
Okay.
And then as you get a little bit further from where you got on,
Mm-hmm.
you see where it ends in, like, basically you realize you've been at the top of a hill. You didn't really realize it
Mm-hmm.
as it sort of crests up and over and then suddenly starts to shoot straight downwards in a spiral.
Frick! Yes! I can't wait to die.
I would like you to make a strength check or athletics check. Shit.
Oh wait, I'm actually better in athletics. Okay. No, I'm not.
I'm better at athletics, she says.
As I roll a 3, that's a CX.
Okay. So as the ride sort of starts going, you actually feel yourself starting to sort of just with the force of it sort of starting to rise out of the flume, realizing there is no safety harness. There's no safety contraptions at all in this. It's just you and a log. And you were not prepared for what is happening.
This is called Ophelia Makes Bad Decisions, Part 1.
Basically.
This is the end of Volume 1.
Alright, so you begin to feel yourself sort of starting to almost fall out of the flume as it takes a quick spiral back and you're sort of whiplashed back into the log flume.
Ow. Can I try and... so I'm not actually falling out yet.
You've not fallen out yet.
Okay, alright.
Right.
Let's see where this shit show continues.
So it continues downward, spiraling as it just, like, starts plummeting straight towards the ground before immediately pulling right back up.
Sweet!
Alright, make another strength or athletics check.
That's a little bit better with an 8. It's not a 6.
It's not! It's still not even a 10!
No, it's not!
Alright, so again, you sort of feel yourself starting to, like, as you're plummeting to the earth, you're sort of like, oh no, I don't have a hold of anything. Oh no! And as it slams down and then starts going back up, you are just thumped backwards in the log. You take 4 points of damage as your head cracks into the back of the hollow log.
Ow! Okay.
So you're basically, like, flat in the log at this point as it goes upwards. You can see sky, and that's about all you can see right now, so you're really not sure what is about to happen next.
I'm gonna hold on to dear life. Okay.
Alright. So you continue going up. It feels like forever.
Mm-hmm.
And you're kind of starting to wonder, how in the world is this thing still going up? Like, gravity should have gotten a hold of it by now. And about the point that that thought kind of crosses your mind, you realize, oh no, gravity has gotten a hold of it. And you fly back down the way you just came from.
Oh, Jesus!
And make another strength check, please, ma'am.
That's a nat 1 for a 4.
Okay. Alright. So, as you are flying back downwards, you can't hold on anymore. There's nothing to hold on to. There are no harnesses, there's no bell.
There's no other people.
There's no other people. There's literally nothing but you and this log, and you have lost the fight with the log. And so you actually feel yourself fly out of the log and off of the track, and you can see just forest and ground, probably 6 or 7 floors beneath you. You're high up. And you start to feel yourself falling. Yeah.
So it's like, what, a D4 or
It's
a
a D6 per floor, technically.
Okay, so like how many floors did I fall? You said 6?
So as you are starting to fall, you can feel yourself sort of gathering speed, and you're just like, well, this is where I die. I didn't think I actually meant it when I told Zeke that.
I didn't think I actually meant it. Anyway, so how many regrets do I have? Do I have enough time to go through all of them?
I don't know. There's a long list, and the ground is getting awfully close. So as you've got about 3 stories more to fall, you feel yourself start to slow in your falling. Almost as if you are a feather, gently floating to the ground.
Oh man, it's like somebody cast Featherfall on me.
It is like somebody has cast a featherfall on you. So
as I gently face plant into the ground.
So yes, you gently face plant, you gently land on the ground, just in time for the log flume to pass by you and splash you with a torrent of water as it slides back towards its home. And you are left drenched, standing on the ground by its base.
I imagine it's like a wet cat. It's just like, I don't know what I expected, but it wasn't this. Maybe it was this.
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know how I feel about the situation right now. Is there anyone around?
Yeah, make a perception check. Susie's like, but no.
But hear me out. What if I didn't? Now it wants to roll above a 10. That's a 12.
Oh, boy. So yeah, as you're sort of looking around, you, the only thing that really catches your eyes is you see that there is a really old, large tree, and you swear you see, like, a movement in the tree, like, part of the tree is changing, or opened, or closed, or shifted, or something with the tree. There is a movement that catches
So
the
detect
corner of
magic
your
lasts
eye.
for, like, 10 minutes.
Mhm.
So is that tree magical?
You get a sense that, yes, it is, but it's sort of a menagerie of magics from within the tree. It's not really, like, one type.
What are the menagerie of magics that I can feel?
It's almost every type. There's not really very much necromancy kind of magic, but pretty much everything else. It's mostly, like, enchantment stuff. Would probably be the most powerful one that you feel.
I'm going to walk over to the tree.
Okay.
I'm going to take my stick and poke it.
Thunk. You hit a tree.
Alright, look, old lady, if you're in here, please, come on. Poke, poke, poke.
Alright. And after a few moments of your poking,
I will continue to
the
poke
a door in the tree sort of opens, and the little old lady eyes stare out at you. No money back on the ride!
Well, good, because I didn't pay any. I was just going to say you might want to add some safety features next time, other than the featherfall.
Alright, your note has been taken into serious consideration. Thank you for riding the log flume. Goodbye.
You also suck. And
Goodbye.
and she'll leave.
Alright.
And as she's leaving, Ophelia will wring out her hair, undo the braid that she put in it, and just put it up in a bun.
Okay. So poor sopping wet Ophelia waddling her way back to town.
Is there anything else, like carnival games wise?
I mean, you have yet to do any of the carnival games.
Yeah, well that's what I'm saying. Is there anything? What other carnival games are there? Is there a strength check, which
there's
I'm
a
not
strength
good
check.
at?
There's a milk bottle toss.
Fuck no. Okay.
There's a log flume.
Nope. Not doing that again.
I mean, there's a hair braiding place. There's a face painting place.
Yeah, nothing else really sparks my fancy. So I will go on back to the inn.
Okay.
And go nurse my wounded head.
Having pride.
Assholes. Basically.
Alright, and as you are hanging out at the docks, Zeke, you actually you notice that one of the keyed marbles in your bag seems to be sort of moving a lot. There's just the sound of the clinking of the marble, sort of clinking against other marbles.
Yeah. I guess he'll fish out his bottle, grab the key one, and drop it in, and just kind of see what it's doing.
So the one it wanders around the dock a little bit before it goes down off the dock and around to like a gentle, like a little sand spot along the shore.
Sorry, I meant he drops it into a bottle so he can see. And just,
so yeah,
he'll
it's
follow
definitely pointing back.
But he'll follow it to where it goes.
So you head down in there, and the marble eventually comes to. It goes around several corners and curls around a sort of like a cove, almost. And within that cove, you actually see the like a shipwreck that's up on the shores. It looks fairly old and picked over, and the marble sort of rolls within that and comes to stop right at the where you assume the wheel would have been.
Okay. Did Fox follow along with me, or did he just...
If you invite him to, he will. Otherwise, he's hanging out at the docks.
He basically would have gone, I'm going to follow this where it goes.
Okay.
If you want to come, you can come. I'm not going to...
Yeah, sure.
All right.
So Fox comes with you as you two stumble upon this old... and it's definitely old. There's algae and seaweed and sort of barnacles and stuff on the wood. It looks like it's been fairly picked over, and it is just, like... destroyed.
Huh.
Kamala.
I guess he'll take a few minutes to just kind of poke around. But if nothing comes up, he just kind of makes a note of it to possibly visit back when he's got somebody who can actually, sense magic and stuff.
Alright.
Unless Fox has detect magic as a spell prepared. So
yeah, I don't think he does.
Any looks at Fox is just like, any clue why it might be trying to come here specifically?
Oh my god, Fox, you know stuff. I'm so proud. Well, I don't know about why this marble would be trying to come here, but this looks like one of the old, So back when Uzzig lived on Swordbreak, there were a bunch of ships then. There aren't as many anymore. A lot of them got destroyed. They were valuable, and, I don't know. I mean, I guess somebody wanted to keep track of where this one was going, though I don't know how good a marble would be at following things in water. But this looks like one of those.
it would give you a heading, but...
Yeah, I mean, it would give you a heading, I guess, if someone was pursuing this ship, maybe. Is all I can think. But yeah, most of them have gotten destroyed. I haven't seen one of these in a long time. Huh.
Anything special about them besides being rare? Or?
Well, they were built with magic in their bones, essentially. They were supposed to be unsinkable, was the...
Kamala.
Was the advertisement set with them. Obviously not true.
Yeah.
But it's weird to see it here. There wasn't really a lot of fighting here, so I don't know if it just washed up or made it here and died. I have no idea.
Well, we'll definitely have to bring Ophelia back. She can actually recognize if there's magic that we might be able to use.
Yeah, there maybe could be something here we could scavenge and add on to my little boy. That sounded weird, and I'm sorry.
Whatever.
Yeah, huh. I wonder who owned those.
Well, back to the docks. I mean, if we really wanted to, we could go visit Madam What's-Her-Face, but I don't want to.
No, I don't either. Alright. Okay. And then you went and got pie.
More or less just hung out at the table. Probably blew through a few of her spell slots. To cast Talk with Animals, and just probably had a conversation with Tone for about 30 minutes.
Tone seems to like Hans. Though he, is like, she didn't give me food though, so...
Not everything has to give you food.
But why?
Because not everyone has it all the time.
But why? You can just pick things up.
I mean, I realize that I can, yes. but there are things that I have to do besides food.
Why? Badger's like, why did I cast Speak with Animals? Yes, I am asking myself that, yes.
Tries to like get him off the conversation at hand, like off food topic, which always ends up right back.
It
to
always
food.
ends up right back with
But
food.
it's just one of those things where she's trying to kill time because she doesn't want to move because she's unsure of where her party is.
Yeah, every once in a while you can hear the ravens yelling at people who didn't leave an appropriate trade. And you see the ravens sort of chasing after them, biting and like grabbing their hair and just like thief, thief!
Badger will occasionally just interject and be like, "You didn't leave appropriate, shiny."
But yeah, you do catch the ravens occasionally yelling, and you see Big Rock Dude still desperately trying to get anyone to buy a big rock from him, without much success at all.
Otherwise, she'll hang out there, I guess, until around dinner time, and then she'll try and collect her party, or if not, just go find. She'll actually, she'll go and try and clean up a little bit before dinner.
Okay. Alright, so you are heading back to the inn. Food stalls. Wandering around.
I'm gonna wander.
Alright.
I'm just gonna circle the town.
Okay.
Not necessarily in the festival areas, but I'm gonna walk the town and just with detect magic going.
Okay, yeah, there are a couple of things that ping as magical mostly on people. Little trinkets and enchanted items and things. There's nothing really magically major that you discover anywhere.
Okay.
And eventually you see in the distance, you see the ship starting to come into dock. And after a little while, after a little bit of time with the process, Uzzig is able to get the ship docked, and he and Muriel disembark onto the dock and are greeted by you and Fox, who have graciously waited for them. Okay. And Muriel immediately rolls over and gives you a big hug. Like, oh, I'm so glad you're okay.
Good to see you're doing well as well.
Oh, yeah. Finally taught Uzzig how to cook. Uzzig is just like, I know how to cook.
Zeke hands her the stuffed animal that he won.
Oh, it's so precious!
It's so precious with its derpy little face, and I don't know what it actually is, but it's derpy.
And she sort of gives you a little hug and double cheek pat.
Well, I know we've got a world to save and all that, but I think for one night we can enjoy a festival.
Oh, I love a good festival. So Muriel's very excited. Uzzig is a little bit less so, but it's like, okay, that's fine, whatever. I brought you the ship, whatever. My work here is done. It's fine. Alright, so you're wandering. You're cleaning up at the inn. Right? Where are you headed with the rest of the group?
Well, first Zeke will make sure that Zig takes a good long draft from his flask because, you know what, if he's going to be near people, he needs something to take the edge off. And then, you know, Zeke will just start pushing Muriel and, like, let's lots of good food from what the smells that he was getting. So, yeah, let's, you know, pokes Fox to be like, hey, if there's a place that we need to hit, then let's do that. You're our guide, and so... Yeah. Let's just enjoy a night on the town.
Yeah, Fox is a little bit nervous about being a guide, but he leads you to the center of town where it has been transformed into a giant buffet, similar to the one that you guys first experienced in town. There's food everywhere, drinks everywhere. It is all free, it's all free-flowing, everyone is laughing and excited. And after a minute, Fox's like, yeah, it's supposed to be bad luck if you leave any leftovers, so... Eat a lot! Just not to the point that you get sick. But if you do, that's for that corner. That's the puking corner.
That's the puking corner.
So don't go over there unless you need it, and then please do. I'll say eventually you all find each other again. As eventually sort of even the carnival starts to shut down and everybody converges into this area where you all get to hang out. probably. I don't know, Badger. What are you gonna do?
After she's cleaned up and probably left her pack and her pig at home. Yep.
Oh my God! Serious business.
Made sure to leave enough food for the pig.
He eats it all in 5 minutes.
Poor starving pig.
Poor starving pig. She will head to the carnival and try and find Han.
Okay. It's pretty easy. You've already been to her sort of shop before, so you have a general idea of where it is. So yeah, you find Hans, and she's sort of standing over and sort of directing a couple of different people to get what you assume is the boar that you all killed, distributed to the table. And there's just plates and plates and plates and plates and plates of meat being carried all over the place by a couple of different, looks like little volunteers, and you recognize her little dwarf assistant as well, scurrying about trying to stay out of the way but also be helpful, and not really doing a great job at either, but trying. They're trying their best.
Badger will kind of sally up beside her and kind of clear her throat, try and get her attention. Like, is there anything I can... Do you want me to go ahead and get your plate while you finish up?
Sure, that would be nice.
What would you like?
I mean, like everything.
I will attempt to get everything. And is there anything in particular you want to drink?
Whatever.
Alright. So Badger
I
will...
want to make a brew now called Whatever.
So Badger will grab 2 plates and start dishing out food for her and Hans, and doing a great balancing act after getting 2 giant mugs of beer or some sort of hard alcohol.
Okay. Alright. And Ophelia, Zeke, what are you 2 up to?
So I did a couple of rolls over here.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go with that. After a while, once everybody's happy, Zeke's probably going to get a few drinks in him, and he's probably going to kick off a rousing drinking song. And,
Okay.
I rolled my performance, and I got a nat 20, so that's a 24.
Nice. All right. So yeah, you kick off an amazing performance. It's almost like everyone rehearsed.
So I will pause this moment and leave it to chat / the room. I can actually sing a couple of sea shanties and drinking songs, so if you guys want me to do it, I'll do it.
That could be fun.
There's 2 people in chat. It's me and Andy.
Okay, fair enough.
So...
Hit those of us in room.
I'm always on board for sea shanties.
I mean, if you want to, go for it.
I mean,
Ophelia's not really doing much. She's just going to probably, grab a plate of food, eat till she's full, and then go back to the inn and nurse her and just go to bed.
Her pride.
Early. Yes.
Her wounded pride
Her
by the log flume.
Her extremely wounded pride.
Alright.
Okay, well, if you guys want to help me out here, just look up The Old Black Rum is the name of the song.
The Old Black what?
Old Black Rum.
I'm gonna laugh real hard if we get a DMC notice from YouTube.
It probably won't.
Oh, that's not what I wanted. But sure.
Full lyrics.
Yeah. And the chorus is the one that starts with "Because the old black rum's got a hold on me."
Okay, I see it.
Okay. Sorry, now all of a sudden I'm getting a little bit of anxiety. But hey, that's what this is for. I drank 16 doubles for the price of 1. Trying to find the courage to talk to one. I asked her for a dance, not a second glance. My night had just begun. Well, I drink to the Father and the Holy Ghost. I'm kneeling at the altar of my nightly post. So I'll raise a glass, not the first or last. Come join me in this toast. Because the old black rum's got a hold on me, like a dog wrapped round my leg. And the old black rum's got a hold on me. Will I live for another day? Hey, will I live for another day? Well, the Queen of George Street just went walking on by with some guy who don't care that she stood in line since 9:30 and spent 3 hours on her hair.
On her hair!
Well, a friend is looking at me with an evil grin. I think a bloody racket might soon begin. I must have said something to the George Street Queen. The boys are joining in. Because the old black rum's got a hold on me like a dog wrapped round my leg. And the old black rum's got a hold on me. Will I live for another day? Hey, will I live for another day? So I drank all of my money and I slept out in the rain. Every day is different, but the nights they're all the same. You never see the sun on the old black rum, but I know I'm gonna do it again. Because the old black rum's got a hold on me like a dog wrapped round my leg. And the old black rum's got a hold on me. Will I live for another day? Hey, will I live for another day?
Woo!
Thank y'all.
So yeah, it is a rousing chorus and a rousing night. Don't do it again, cat.
Cat up.
And yeah, you and Hans have I won't say a quiet dinner together because it's very rowdy all around you. And when the songs actually pick up, Hans actually offers to dance with you.
Badger will accept.
And you two go carousing through.
With a little bit of liquid courage. Badger's
little bit
not
of
feeling
liquid.
particularly uncomfortable.
Alright, so a little liquid courage as you two dance through the city in the night. And eat until you are very close to sick.
Mm-hmm.
As everyone is desperately attempting to not have any leftovers remaining. Uzzig does his share and then some.
Bless Uzzig.
Bless Uzzig.
The orc is attempting his best. Uzzig actually ends up loving the things on a stick place.
I figured he would.
Orc tastes are weird.
He's very fond of that shop, and they are very fond of him. Very quickly.
I bet they are.
And so with that, the festival begins to finally come to an end. And I'll leave it to you all if you would like to ask Uzzig some questions before you hop on the ship. If you guys want to spend another day in town, if you guys want to end here and just pick up on the boat, what do you guys want to do?
I kind of wanted to stay at the inn, unless we're going to sleep on the boat.
No, I mean, I
would
figure you guys are going to spend the night after the festival at the inn and sort of get your brains back together after the festival.
Yeah.
But what you do come morning, I'm going to leave up to you guys.
I kind of vote we end here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because it seems like a good place to end it.
Mm-hmm.
And then we'll just pick up on the boat next. I'm going to mark myself off as taking a long rest.
Yes, taking a nice long rest. Your head feels so much better.
God, I just needed to sleep.
Sorry, we'll do one thing, but we can pick it up tomorrow, next time. But Zeke will eventually, once we're all sobered up a little bit, drag Ophelia down to the ship and see if there's anything that we can salvage off of
Oh,
that.
God, fine. Okay.
You don't really find anything that's salvageable, really. But you do get the sense that whatever destroyed this boat is that same sort of corruption magic that you have felt previously.
But with detect magic going, what is there... The magic that's in the marble versus the magic that's on the ship, are they the same thing?
They are keyed together. So something... this marble was connected to the ship.
Okay.
This particular ship. So the ship itself is not necessarily magical in this moment. You kind of get the sense that once it was, but that magic has been destroyed as the ship has been completely lost.
Oh, damn it, you moved your little shit. Can I sort of get the... Whatever. So, can I sort of get the sense that the... You shit. That the... what magic is are the marbles and the whatever is the
It's
ship?
kind of a scrying magic is what the marbles have, and it is basically keyed to a specific point, and it is keyed to this ship.
Can I figure out how to unkey it?
Make an Arcana check.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I guess I meant to ask, is like, can they be rekeyed over top of it, or...
10.
So you think it can be? You're not 100% sure how to do it, but you feel confident that it could be rekeyed.
If I spent enough time with one of the marbles that's currently keyed to this ship, could I figure out how to do it?
Yeah, it would take at least an hour or so of spending time with the magic and trying to figure out how to untie it, basically, but you think you could do it.
I mean, I could probably do it, but I'd like to do it. So I will explain to Zeke that basically that this particular marble it has a scrying spell that is cast on it that is keyed to this ship. So this ship itself is no longer magical, but seems like it was destroyed by that same sort of corruption magic. And we can unkey it, but it's going to take me at least like an hour or two to get to it.
Okay.
And I'm going to bed.
Yep.
Because my head hurts.
Well, Zeke wanted to do that
Like in the
tomorrow.
Oh, in the morning? Okay, then yes.
Alright, so do you guys want to try and talk Uzig and Muriel into coming with you on the boat? Or are you guys leaving them in Ambrose?
I'd say let's deal with that next time.
Okay.
Yeah, let's deal with that next time.
Alright, so next... Yes.
Badger will, after I guess the night as
Mhm.
it starts to wind down, I wish I had Druid Craft, but I don't. I took Thorn Whip instead. She will, basically, I guess during the time when she was getting ready, she'll have cut maybe a lock of her hair off.
Mm-hmm.
And kind of tried to craft like a little like trinket or something.
Okay.
And basically when the night ends, tell Hans how much she enjoyed it, offer the trinket, and just be like, I don't know if I'll ever see you again, but when all this ends, I guess if you still remember me, look me up.
Sorry, she accepts the trinket thing. I mean, I don't think I would forget you, but yeah, sure.
And
And
she'll,
if you don't die wherever you're going, feel free to come back.
I will. And she'll kiss Hans' hand, and then bid her goodnight.
Alright. And if that's it, then we will pick up in our next session, which I think is like the 24th?
Hold on, I can look at my calendar.
16 add
2
7.
Yes, 24.
2 weeks is 14 plus 10 is 24. So, yeah. Next session will be on the 24th, and we will pick up in the morning after the festival, where everyone is figuring out what they're going to do, who's going with them. So you guys be thinking about what you guys want to do with Uzig, Muriel, and Fox. And we will be back. So, so this coming week, our times are going to be a little bit weird on stuff. So 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Wednesday for the Deck of Silly Things talk with Susie. And then potentially at 12, but maybe at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for Tales from Cyril.
Depends on when I leave work at noon, so.
So probably not starting at noon,
No,
regardless.
definitely not starting now.
So starting with sometime between 1 to 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We will we'll figure that out and we'll let you know.
Yeah.
But that's it, and we will see you all later this week, and we'll see you back for Tueriesal in 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Bye, Internet.
Bye.
Bye.